What's up, everybody? What it is. Let's see. One person. Good morning to that one person. Let me play a song or two. See who comes in.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity gossip, popular neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak.
We Files. Good morning. Thank you.
Who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog. Cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world. The only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash. He's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe. Cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distracting divide. You're either right or you're left or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a
Dennison, what's good, my brother?
It is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm more sick of. Rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up the right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have a conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me. Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
All right. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope you're all good. Do it, and do it right. Let's see here. I'll drop a link. What? Leave that cat alone, dude. Cat's gonna fuck you up. Huh? Leave the kitty alone. Leave the kitty alone before she whacks you in the face. Huh? All right, so good morning, everybody. Only 4 people here, but all right. Cape Cod Cannabis, for those beautiful people who dropped a couple of bucks yesterday. Leggy Hippie got some. I got some gummies and I got myself a berry punch vaporizer. Thank you guys for the donations. Hippie will be much happier today than yesterday. Dio, good. Oh shit, how do you get in this fucking thing? Can I get somebody to come over and open this box? What the fuck? Press. Oh shit. Press here and then pull. Oh my god. Alright, here we go. Denny. What's up, Denny? Oh, look at this pretty. What the?
You press it.
I'm almost done. We want Hippie, no gummy Hippie. No grumpy Hippie.
What's in the box?
I got the little pretty vape. You can't see it, really. But it's called Punch Berry. And let's see.
Did you say purple punch?
Punch Berry. And it's THC 84.3%, 33%. Let's try it. Ready? What do I got to do to it? Nothing? No buttons? No.
Let me see if I can find a cart.
Oh my god, that tastes. Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Guava. And thank you to the other person who donated, Sandra Martin. Good morning. Dennison would love to hear you post some music.
I don't have a lot of original shit.
All right.
I got a couple of recordings from when I was a kid. I don't really share with a lot of people. Most of the recordings of me are playing like other people's music, like Gilmore solos.
83%. I'll get a contact time from here. Uh-oh.
Oh, that looks yummy.
It's got a lot of sugar on it, though. I'm not really a fan of it. Sugar.
Well, I mean, that's... So it doesn't taste like weed.
The sour watermelon is so good. Rosin infused. We're going to get high as fuck today.
I don't know what's in this, but...
Oh, you got a cart?
Yeah.
We're getting really high first thing in the morning.
Hello.
Ja. What's up, brother?
So, man, I don't know what it is about me and gummies, but they just don't fucking work on me unless I eat massive amounts of them.
I think it's delayed.
No, man, because I ate them at 8 o'clock in the morning and I waited all day. The only time I felt it kicking in was like, I mean, I felt it, but it wasn't like heavy, you know? And then the only time it got heavy was when I took a sleeping pill.
Well, watch what happens to Hippie, because you'll hear my slurring happen within like an hour. Hippie will be slurring. There's no way I could get pulled over by a cop and not be intoxicated.
How many milligrams gummies that you just
They're only 5 milligrams, 20 in a pack, 100 milligrams.
Christmas morning, I ate 100 5 milligram gummies and I was fine. You know, like you wouldn't even know that anything was wrong.
Oh no. We're gonna get really high thanks to the beautiful people in my channel. Love you all. Coco eats things like popcorn. Yeah, I don't know. Everybody says I got really good enzymes and that breaks down the THC really good. But I feel like you like dabs and all that wacky shit, so it kills your tolerance.
Oh, I haven't done
Wait,
dabs.
no?
Not yet. I want to. I
Gotcha.
just need to buy a rig. And you were showing me yesterday the double bubbler or whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah.
Double.
I feel like you'd be smart to get an electric one.
Yeah, but I can't afford that.
No?
Nah, man. They're like $180, 200, 400.
Yeah, slow burners. Robert Wolf. Good morning, buddy. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm going to get really stoned and pain free today. I love it. What's going on, Robert Wolf? The day in paradise here for Hippie. He's going to go over the news in a minute. First, just going to get really high and see what's out there. Good to see you. Good to see you as well, my friend. Hippie's been off the beaten path. Hey, look who's here, Brooke. Let's play her song. Bum bum. Coffee and a joint.
Oh, Denizen, did I tell you about the tunerette?
No.
It's a guitar tuner that clips onto your headstock, but from the front it looks like a cigarette, and then when you're looking at it from the side, it's a guitar tuner. But I ordered one, and the problem is they say it works for bass, but it doesn't, because it doesn't pick up the A string or the E string. But
What is it? It's pot. Good morning, Brooke. Hippie's getting stoned as fuck. You beautiful people donated a couple bucks yesterday, and we got a vape and some gummies.
Still be useful though, right? If you can tune 2 strings to A440,
yeah,
then you can just tune the other 2 to those 2 pretty quick, right?
yeah, but
Are you fast at it?
What if you're if you're like in a noisy ass place and shit, and you can't hear what's going on, you know?
Coffee and a joint.
Oh yeah, if you don't have the audio, then you're kind of screwed. Did you try using harmonics?
No. Well, I can tune my bass by ear, because all I do is I think of Running with the Devil, the first few bass notes of that song. I think of that in my head, and I tune the E string to that. And then I'm pretty close most of the time. Then I just tune the other strings to the E string.
Did you try maybe a 12th fret harmonic, like a whole octave higher? That might get picked up on the tuner.
Yeah. I don't need it though. It was expensive and it was a gimmick, and I shouldn't have even ordered it. So I'm returning
Oh
it.
shit!
Oh, okay.
The Carolinas and Georgia are on fire, huh? I didn't know that. Wow.
Get that money back.
Yeah. Buy a
Carolina who are in the where?
South Carolina and Georgia are burning up.
On fire?
Yeah.
Huh.
South Carolina governor declares state of emergency.
Coffee in the joint.
I'm just scanning through the news, just seeing what.
I'm thinking maybe just a nibble to do, but I didn't eat dinner, so I gobbled down too.
We are going to look at the news in a minute here. I'm just getting stoned. Eating the wonderful gummies and vaporizer that you guys donated.
Oh, by the way, they figured out what happened to Gene Hackman and his wife. They said the dog did it.
What? Get out. Get out. I was reading last night, as far as I know, they still don't know what's going on over there.
Yeah, I know. And that's crazy. Like, how could they not?
That is weird.
Idea?
With today's technology, we have no idea what happened to two dead people and a dog. I mean,
Yeah.
if it was just the two humans, you could guess, some things, but Yoko.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning to you, my friend. How are you?
Yeah, it's raining.
It's,
I might as well join you.
hey, join in, bro. Let's get
I
high.
gotta
Let's
make
get drunk. Let's get everything. Let's
I gotta
enjoy
make
witchy bishy.
gotta make a couple of calls. That's about it today.
Yeah, we get
Top of the
sun right
test.
now, but I think we're getting your rain tomorrow.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not a cloud in the sky right now.
Oh, the worst is yet to come. 60-mile-an-hour winds tonight.
Really?
Yeah,
Get out. That's fucking horrid.
about 8 o'clock tonight.
Let's look at Associated Press. Let's see what's in the news. Bum bum. Oh,
I'm ready.
ready?
Ready?
Here we go. I don't see anything great here. Let's try a different news outlet. Bum bum. This news. Judge rejects restoring access to the White House, but urges government to reconsider. Go fuck yourself, bitches. Tell the truth, and then maybe Trump will let you back in. But I doubt it.
Zelensky?
No. AP routers and 2 news companies he's blocking from the Oval Office. Oh shit! Look at this.
2
Here we
more
go.
of those 2.
Just those 2, the same ones. Let's see. Stop screen. Present share screen. Here we go. South Carolina governor declares state of emergency as wildfires erupt. Look at right in people's backyards.
Oh.
Oh shit! Holy fuck! Pretty powerful. Oh, look at that wind blowing too. That makes it. If you're in South Carolina, sorry to hear. South Carolina governor declares state of emergency Sunday as fires in the Carolinas and Georgia scorched thousands of acres and forced people to flee their homes. At one point, more than 175 fires were burning in South Carolina. What the fuck?
Why are fires such a big problem in today's world? Like, I don't
Because
remember
we're not getting the weather's fucked. That's
yeah,
why.
that's what I'm thinking. It's dry or something.
I mean, there's no global warming because God knows if I were to say there was global warming, people would jump out of their free firewood. Well, sorry. Sadly, people are probably, if not dying, at least miserable. So sorry for laughing, but that was a funny comment on my property. But the neighbor has tree down probably more than. Well, you know what's weird is that all these houses don't clear the brush. There's like laws in California. So many yards or feet from your house has to be perfectly clean so that the fire doesn't creep up on you. But let's see. Let's keep looking here. Pretty intense looking fire right there, though. Let's watch this little movie. Oh, it'll change pages though if I do.
I think we think happens a lot is whatever they show us a lot.
Yeah.
That's my
Well, I
conclusion
mean,
on that kind of stuff.
No,
you
but
think so?
what I meant earlier was like, the Canada fires, the Australian fires, and it's like, all this shit is just happening now. I don't remember there being such large scale fires in the past.
1,600 acres in Carolina. That's helicopters were dropping 600 gallons of water at a time, was having no effect. Well, look at the wind blowing 900 miles an hour. Top of trees really lit up with big fire and black smoke pouring right out. Oh wow!
They
Look
should,
at the
they should
shot from
outlaw the
oh,
wind. You know, the wind is starting all this.
I agree. Can we build giant walls to
Yeah.
block the wind? You think that
Yes.
would work?
Oh, definitely. We just need Mexico to pay for it.
Well, speaking of Mexico, they're attacking us pretty hard with these tariffs. Washington Trump said Monday he decided to go forward with 25% tariffs on nearly all goods from Mexico and Canada. We're going to end up starving to death. Just my opinion.
No more eggs.
Yeah, well, no, he's buying them from Canada at $7 an egg. Just kidding. But he's probably paying a top dollar considering he's fucking with Canada.
I don't
What
know.
else
All
we got?
my food comes from the United States.
Right? For now, until the eggs run so low that you don't know where they come from.
My food, a lot of my food actually doesn't come from the United States. It comes from China and Thailand and Japan, and because I go to the
Yeah.
fucking Asian market all the time.
I'd say a majority of American food comes from there, period. It's packaged and processed there.
Well, I go to the big chain supermarket and I buy scallions, and they're wilted, they're small, they look like they're freaking half rotten. And then I go to the Asian market and they're big as hell. They're like fresh, you know, and they're huge. And it's like I don't know where they get them from at the Asian market, but they're doing it right.
China and Canada immediately retort. President Donald Trump blankets 25% tariffs on Canada took effect on Tuesday. Extraordinary action aimed at bringing America's top trading partners to heel, but it threatens to weaken North America's economy, including that of the United States. Trump also doubled the tariffs on all Chinese imports from 20% from 10%. Those duties sit atop existing tariffs on hundreds of billions of Chinese goods.
Slowly adjust your diet to microplastics. Yeah, we're all doing that.
I mean, I was going to say we're already there, aren't we? Well, President Trump gave both Canada and Mexico ample opportunity to curb the dangerously cartel activity and influx of legal drugs flowing through our country. They have failed to adequately address the situation, according to a statement released by the White House. But the tariffs come in a time when inflation remains stubbornly high. Americans and the U.S. economy as a whole are on shaky ground, as evidenced by recent data. Trump's tariffs threaten to raise the prices Americans pay for a wide array of goods that are imported from the three nations, which collectively shipped $1.4 trillion worth of goods last year. According to the Commerce Department, that accounts for more than 40% of the value of all goods in the U.S. imported last year. Wow. I mean, I feel like the only thing that's good about this shit is that I feel like it's bringing companies home to make goods in America.
Well, you know, something I was thinking about, like when I go to the grocery store the other day, they have all the chicken is in these new packages. Like they're buying it from one person, and it's all these thick plastic packages. And like you can't have a plastic bag, but yet they put just 2 pieces of chicken in this big thick fucking plastic container.
Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur before.
Can't skip the commercial on it. God damn it!
About any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Let's see what's up here. They put in wind and solar. That's immediate. Best interest. I support tariffs.
Tariffs, as you know, it'll start a week earlier than the reciprocal, which is going to be on a couple of weeks earlier. Reciprocal tariffs start on April 2nd. And I wanted to make it April 1st, but I didn't want to go April Fool's Day, because that costs a lot of money, but that one day. But so we're going April 2nd. But very importantly, tomorrow tariffs 25% on Canada and 25% on Mexico, and that'll start. So they're going to have a tariff. So what they have to do is build their car plants, frankly, and other things in the United States, in which case they have no tariffs.
On the tariffs, is there any room left for Canada and Mexico to make a deal before midnight? And should we expect the Chinese tariffs, the extra 10%, to take effect
No room
tomorrow?
left for Mexico or for Canada. No, the tariffs, they're all set. They go into effect tomorrow.
What do you think, Dennison? You think we're gonna win this? Oh shit! Scam likely. Let's talk to them. Nah, because they're gonna say my name and shit. So.
And it's not going to be like an interesting scam. It's just going to be some robotic Chinese voice telling you to renew your car registration.
Oh, we found a car in Mexico with money in it with your social security number. There's a cop on his way to arrest you right now. You need to go to fucking the pharmacy and buy a card. Like, who falls for that shit? Tons of people. I don't know how.
I don't think Trump is a serious enough person, honestly, for the tariffs to work. I think tariffs do work. We can already see that they are working. Mexico and Canada have already agreed to do more and concede some things in order just to prevent tariffs from being imposed. At least that's what they claim publicly. I don't know what they talk about behind closed doors, but both countries complained that tariffs were terrible, and Trump was derided in the media directly by the Prime Minister of Canada and the President of Mexico. Then they both seemed to concede publicly and offer. They both had in addition to statements. So they're like, hey, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. And the news was like, oh, you're going to do that anyway. But they put some in additions in those statements, things that they had not agreed to do before, supposedly. I've also heard from people, Mexicans, reporting on it that they're at war with the cartel. That it's going down there. The violence has increased. It's someone who's lived on Mexico's border for 40 years. That tells me someone's cracking down on the cartel. Maybe not. So I think the tariffs are already working.
When you see 29 cartel get sent to America, that's got to put the fear in some people down there. You know what I mean?
10,000 troops from Mexico, supposedly, too, right? They're reserves. They're National Guard, I think. Now, the thing is, those tariffs have to stay in place for 20 years, and you have to have a president who's serious about enforcing them. He's going to be gone in 3 years. We have to actually bring the jobs back and the manufacturing back. You can't just put on tariffs and choke yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Massive March storm with hurricane force winds is knocking out power and threatening a blizzard. What the hell?
I thought
for tariffs. I think we should have a new era of American protectionism. In fact, I'm just not sure Trump can do it.
Egypt plans. Supreme Court let San Francisco discharge more raw sewage. What? Why? Supreme Court let San Francisco discharge more raw sewage into the Pacific Ocean. Come on. Isn't the fucking Fukushima fucking radiation enough to be released out into the Pacific Ocean? Now let's just put some shit in there. We can mix it with the Fukushima stuff and make some kind of interesting drink.
These people are psychos, man.
It's sad. I don't even understand it. With all the technology we got, we can't figure out how to clean shit water.
Sometimes I think that the Earth is just like a part of a biological cell, which is the universe, and like we're some sort of cancer that grows in the cell. We're here to destroy the cell, which is the Earth.
DC police reinstate officers in death and cover up after pardon by Trump? What's that about? The Metropolitan Police Department has reinstated 2 Washington, D.C. officers a week after President Donald Trump pardoned them for their role in the death of a 20-year-old Karen Heitland Brown in 2020. I don't remember that. A case that drew protests on the heels of the murder of George Floyd. Both officers were restated by D.C. Police Department Monday and are once again being paid. Imagine that. You kill somebody, and not only do you not get in trouble for it, but you get paid.
Well, that's a good deal.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, we don't know the. We'd have to go back and see what happened. Here we go. Sutton was found guilty of a second-degree murder conspiracy to obstruct and obstruction of justice and sentenced to 66 months in prison. The same jury found Sabras guilty of conspiracy to obstruct and obstruction of justice, and he faced 48 months.
And they're going to have this guy be a cop again? Is that what I heard?
Yeah, he killed somebody, and now I don't know. I'm trying to find the actual murder. If you somebody Google it.
Who's got the parakeets?
I do.
Aww.
Who?
Prosecutors argued that in October, Sutton and Zabriskie spotted Heitland Brown driving a moped helmetlessly and pursued at an unreasonable speed until he was eventually struck and killed by an uninvolved motorist. I never can understand chasing people, at high speeds and putting other people at risk.
Yeah, just go get them later when they're fucking.
Yeah, I mean, agreed. Because the boys, they need some excitement too.
Well, no. What they say is that they might harm somebody else, though. Like they say, they might go on and commit some more crimes if you don't stop them right then and there. So,
innocent is right. I don't think Trump can do anything, but I'm starting to think we might get NWO with less violence than I had thought before. Hippie, you dope. Bob? Dope Bob?
I guess it depends how much violence you thought there was going to be.
I'm starting to feel the 4 gummies. I'm fucking...
You fucking like it.
I am. That's what he's saying. He's like, I eat 1,000 milligrams. I have some girl who comes on here all the time. She's like, Hippie, I eat freaking 1,200 milligrams.
No.
I think Devo ate 3,000, and he was pretty high.
I'm jealous of you, Hippie, because you could just go buy this shit and fucking get high, and I have to buy 5 bags, and it doesn't do anything. I've just given up.
Yeah, thank you to the beautiful people again, Guava and Willie, and one other person who didn't give their YouTube names, so I'm not going to say, but I appreciate you people very much. I'm feeling a lot less pain today. For some reason, I love the gummies because they do help tremendously with my pain, but I can't sleep at night when I eat them. It's like... the fucking engine is on and it ain't shutting off. Fuck someone else. Hit them. How were cops guilty? I mean, I feel like they're guilty. Obviously, the guy was in danger by riding a fucking moped without a helmet, even though some states say it's okay. So why chase the dude and put him at more danger until he kills himself?
Because they don't care about public safety. They just care about...
That's so true, Dennis. And no empathy from cops, They don't give a shit if you're fucking, your leg is falling off. They still
Supreme Court says it's not their problem either.
Remember that video years ago? I used to show it all the time where the woman called the cops on the guy for domestic violence. They show up. It turns out she was fucking out of her mind. And but he's getting aggravated because he didn't do anything wrong. And next thing you know, they start to try and arrest him, and they break his leg off. And when I say break his leg off, I mean they snapped the bone, and they kept pushing his leg so much that the bone punctured through his skin, and the skin tore, and they tore his leg off.
Well, how about them fucking cops that shot that black lady because I didn't know what rebuke means? She goes, I rebuke you.
What?
Huh.
and they took that meant was gonna throw a pot of water on them.
Thank you,
Oh,
everybody.
rebuke you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that lady.
Yeah, I rebuke you. And
Yeah.
then next thing you know, the cops are like, "You better fucking not."
It don't matter if they
Oh, well,
shut
he
off the
did.
power.
She did pour the hot water on him, though.
No, she didn't. She
Yes, she
never
did.
poured. No, she did not.
Video. She
I've
threw the
watched the
hot water
video too.
right
She
at him.
never poured hot water on him. Never.
I mean, I don't want to get into it with you, but it's on video. We've all seen it. You can even
Play it
slow
up
it
here,
down,
and I
and
guarantee, Hippie,
then the
find that
paramedics
video and play
mention
it, because
about
I
how there's
guarantee you're
water.
wrong. That
Somebody
woman never
drops the
threw
link.
hot
I'll put
water
it
on
up.
him. She
I'm looking
never
it
threw
up.
hot water on him.
Yeah, I saw it with
100%.
my own eyes,
I
and
don't
then the paramedics talked about how the water was on the floor too when they got there.
Yeah, because she had the pot in her hand when they shot her. Of course, the water was going to wind up on the
Oh,
ground.
she had the pot in her hand. Okay, we're
Yeah,
getting somewhere now.
because the cops told her, "Hey, go shut your stove off," because the pot, and we don't want to come back out here. And she goes, "I rebuke you," and he goes, "You better fucking not. I'll fucking shoot you. Put your hands up." And then next thing you know, fucking she's fucking whatever, and fucking
Yes, the
he
cops are to
shoots her.
blame.
He
Which
never
he says, which he says she
100%
never threw
never threw the
water on.
water on him. Never.
She did.
No, she did not. And
I
if
don't
you,
remember hearing
If
that
I can get a
either.
word in edgewise at some point, just let me know, and I'll tell
all
you
right,
what
I'll
happened on
mute so you
video.
can, but play the video. Someone, I wish somebody
I
would play
got
the
it
video.
right here. Here, I got it.
What
So,
are we arguing?
so first she moved the pot over.
About whether the woman threw the hot water when the cop shot her there. I don't know.
The first
He
thing that
says, "I
happened was she took.
rebuke you," and that's when he fucking pulled the firearm on her because he took it the wrong way.
So first, what happened was she took the pot of water and she moved it. He told her to get it off the stove, and she took it
I'm
off the
looking
stove
at
and
it.
took it to the sink.
Exactly. He
Then
told her
she
to
took
take
it
it off
from
the
the.
stove. She says, "I rebuke you."
All right, never mind. I give up.
Yeah, it's on the video right here. You can see the whole thing. It's exactly as
So the 1A, right? I'll just say that the 1A went into this video like several times, different opinions, different perceptions, but she did start to advance towards the cop and throwing the water.
She never
because
threw the
she
water.
felt
She
she
did
didn't
throw the
get a
water.
chance to.
No, I don't
She
see
didn't
her
get a
throwing the
chance
water.
to.
Yeah,
She had to
exactly.
slow
She
it
never
down.
threw the
She
water.
threw the
She never
water.
even made a. She never even made a motion to do it.
She ran.
Yes,
She
she
hid
did.
behind the counter after she grabbed the pot off the sink
Yeah,
to throw it at him.
She raised the pot up, but it looked like he shot her before she.
Yes.
Yeah, when he shot her before he hit her, she hit him with the
Somebody
water,
drop
but
the
she
link to
threw
the
a pot of
video
hot
so I
water.
can play it.
Never once did she
It's in
threaten
Drop
private.
the link,
to
Tato.
pour the water on him. Never once. She
Did she
says, "I
throw the pot of
rebuke
water?
you. I rebuke you," and rebuke you means does not mean throw water on you.
You
No
have
words
to
doesn't
give
mean
up
that.
because you're blind as fuck.
Is
Is that
it?
rude? I don't know. Is that rude to say to someone?
What thing? I didn't hear what you said. Say it again, so we can judge.
That right there. That's your
Rebuke you?
yeah.
Good comment.
No, it wasn't because people were screaming over me while I was trying to give my version of events. It's because I'm blind as fuck.
I didn't say that.
They were across the room from her. Fucking Trump voters. It's definitely. Tato, drop a link, bro.
I did. It's in the private chat.
Well, Hippie, didn't you say she didn't throw the pot? You're the only Trump voter here, aren't you?
I am the one who said I don't remember anyone saying that she threw the water. That's what I remember. I've never seen the video. I remember all the stuff in the 1A about it. Okay, it's on ABC News, so there's no worry. Let me stop screen here. Present. Share screen. Yeah, I just remember everyone like fighting about this. Reveals horrifying. Is this it? Yeah, that's it.
Well, I mean, the she didn't throw the water people, except for this gentleman here. I'm sorry, I don't know your name with the hat. But the people in the chat that were the didn't throw the water people are now making excuses for her trying to throw the water on him.
But he never.
So we've moved from that part where she didn't throw the water, and that's all I was disagreeing with.
But she didn't throw the water though.
She started.
He told her to go to the stove to take the water off, and then made an off-color comment joke about something to do with it, and she says I rebuke you. And he goes, you better fucking not. I'll fucking shoot you. And then she fucking she had the pod in her hand trying to go to the sink or whatever with it. And she fucking ducked down and she wound up getting shot. At no point did it look, at least in my opinion, did it look like she was going to throw that pot of water.
Can we listen to this now? I want to hear this. Ready?
You gonna play it?
I can't hear it.
Hang on. His comment is just terrible in itself. All right, here we go. We went back a little further.
Too late. You're already rebuked.
I didn't see any water get thrown there.
So note to self, don't use big words around cops.
Yeah, we can't see or hear it. You can't see her throw the water. What you see her do is everything he said is true, except then she takes the pot off of the sink and hides underneath the counter and ducks down and then tries to throw it around the other side of the counter onto the police.
No,
Whether
she
or
doesn't.
not she was gonna.
I've never when that happens. We get to that point. Please point it out because I never saw
when
that.
he's walking around the counter towards her.
Aja,
she ducks down
Can
because
you
she has a
handle this
gun
for me?
pointing at her.
Because you know what I'm
Scared.
talking about, right?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
All right, we'll slow it way down. Let's see. Playback speed normal.
Do it at
Which way is backwards?
0.5.
0.5?
Mm.
All right, here we go.
Full screen it though. And you're gonna go back further than that from the beginning to the whole concept of it.
I mean, she wasn't even in fucking sight.
No. There's more to this video. You're looking at someone else's
you
body
need a different
camera.
link. Hold on.
No. They show it.
Shots fired! Shots fired! Shots fired!
Grayson, who did not turn on his body cam until
That's how Hippie feels right now on those guns, man.
The situation
right? That's how I feel right now.
That's kind of how I feel too, man.
But she says, I rebuke you, and that's when he says, you better fucking not. I'll shoot you in your fucking face.
I mean, of course, our angle is the second officer, but I couldn't even see her body or the pan. I mean,
no, it's the red pan.
I'm not taking someone's life that quickly myself, but anyway.
But they told her to go to the stove and get it off and made some type of joke.
Yeah, they shouldn't have done that. I agree with that too. Yeah.
And then she goes, I rebuke you because she took offense to what they said, right? And then that's when the cop goes, you better fucking not. I'll shoot you in your fucking face.
Cops were wet from pissing their pants. There was a whole ass counter between them. Yeah, I mean, hell yeah, let's attack Dennison, my favorite kind of panel. I gotta pin that for today's fucking hang on, let me go.
But nowhere's in that did she throw the water at him. And they never once do the cops actually say she did.
Yeah, no, she threw the water at him.
It's not. Then you
for
show
sure,
me the
100%. You can't see it in this edited video, but you can see it in other ones.
I've watched.
You can also see that the pot disappeared. She puts it on the sink.
The police department.
She puts it on.
Shows it.
She puts it on
the water.
She puts it on the sink and then she takes it down again.
Because she's
scared. And you can even see her throw it.
He doesn't know what. She doesn't know what to do. She's a fucked up, mentally challenged lady.
Right now.
Who? I'm not
And then you
screaming.
can see her
Leggy,
try to throw
yes.
the
And
water at him.
when
She
he
throws the pan and the
advanced
water's coming out.
towards
And there's
her,
hot water all over the floor right after
towards
that,
her.
even when the
Well, of
paramedics
course
get
she had the
there.
pod in her hand and he shot her. Of course
Yeah,
water's going to
that's all
wind
I'm
up on
saying.
the floor.
I mean,
Why
like,
wouldn't water wind
not
up on the
like
floor?
they
If
As
she
should have
had
she
shot
the
her in the
was
pod
head
in
or
her
something.
hand and she got
advancing towards
shot,
the cop shot her.
and
Like
then water
fuck.
got on the floor. That makes perfect sense because she had the pod in her hand. That doesn't seem that
It was
far-fetched.
spilled as she fell, says Nikki. She for sure threw it. Cop definitely overreacted.
There you go. Those are the facts.
That's one out of several.
Yeah, I was going to say
I mean,
that's
that's what
pretty much
happened
the
in the
only
video.
other person that
You
said
can
it.
see it in the video.
Jeez, he's always
I think
right, even if
maybe
he's wrong.
she's just upset.
Yeah, like seriously, if
She doesn't like when people
are a very
disagree with her.
shitty human being if you think that lady threw the water and deserved to get shot. Like because she said I rebuke you and the cop overreacted. That's what started it. The cop
let's
making a
remove
stupid
the whether you think or not. Just the fact that
Okay,
you
Hippie,
know.
in private chat, I don't
Yes,
know
ma'am.
if you watched the civil rights lawyer guy at
Okay.
all. I
Yep.
felt that he was one of the ones who explained and went and showed and slowed it. And
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a good, yeah. If you want to show anything, I would suggest maybe.
They're in for the record, they're in her house. And they had every opportunity to retreat. They shouldn't even be telling her what to do. They shouldn't even have been there to begin with. If you recall the details of how they got there to begin with, this lady's known to be mentally ill. She's clearly having some kind of episode already. The calls to the police demonstrate that. These cops knew that when they got there, in my opinion, no matter what they ever end up saying. And if they didn't, that's just a further condemnation of how incompetent they were because they should have all that information. It was readily available to them.
Yeah.
But she tried to throw a hot pot of water on them because she's kind of a little nuts.
No, she
and they
didn't.
pulled the gun out on her and she freaked out.
Not once. Not once. Bob, do you think she tried to throw it from your opinion?
Whether she,
Well, here's the thing. She picked it up.
For playing the video.
Pot. She picked up the pot and moved it. And
I don't
then
know. I
she
was
picked
sitting
it up
here thinking
again.
the same thing. I wouldn't think so if you dropped his link in the chat. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yep.
And make sure we're a comment. You know what I mean? Like,
say that again.
Yeah, I got a warning strike, so I'd hate to get anything because it would give me a strike.
Oh, the civil rights lawyer is pretty popular too. But here, I'll put it for people.
He's almost got a million. He's almost got 1 million subscribers.
Right.
He could wipe me off YouTube with a blink.
I'm studying to become an evil rights advocate.
So what does he say? You tell us, Aja. You seen it? What's his? He says that she threw the water, or did she not throw
it
the water?
appears that she, yes.
All right.
I mean, long story short, but everybody can go watch it. Yeah.
And
yeah,
to be clear, both me, I agree with that dude 100%. He and I are both against the cops in this scenario. It's still a simple fact that she tried to throw a hot pot of hot water on him.
Here's a link
What
to
about the
the
point that
lawyer
he
guy.
says, I rebuke you, and then the cop automatically drew his weapon on her?
That's what I'm saying, Leggy. At that point is when she felt threatened, and that's when she went to throw the pot of water.
They told her to, told her to take the pot of water off the stove. They told her to go take care of the pot
your
of water.
timeline of what happened is a little clouded. Yes,
What
that
do you
is
mean?
correct.
I can tell you, she got there. She was out. She come into the house.
Right. He was on
They
the
were
other
talking.
side of
They
the
were
counter.
talking. The cop said, "Hey, you got something about that pot on there? Go take care of it, so we don't have to come back for whatever." They made an uncolorful joke. She says, "I rebuke you." The cop overreacted, says, "You better fucking not. I'll shoot you in your fucking face." At that point,
and then
where
he
did she
advanced
threaten him?
around the counter, right? And at this point, she had ducked down. She still
Because
had
she was scared. Like you said, she
you're
had
not letting me
mental
finish.
problems.
That's what I'm saying. In fear for her life, Leggy.
Exactly.
She threw the pot of water when he
No, she
came
didn't. There's no
around
proof
the
of
Let her
that.
finish, bro. Let her finish. Chill.
But there's no proof
Breathe.
of it, though. Like, I
What do
would
you
die
mean
for
there's
the
no
let
story.
her finish.
Is your eyes not proof?
Look, she picked
I
up the
don't
pot.
see
She picked up the pot and moved it. And then when he drew his service weapon, she picked up the pot again. And
Yes.
that's when they started going crazy
Yes.
because they thought that she was going to throw it because they
She
don't
was.
understand the meaning of the word
But-
rebuke.
Let me just ask a question for maybe people who might know the answer. So, a lot of times in assault charges, if the means aren't even from both sides, like say someone grabs a stick, doesn't that increase the charges? I mean, was it warranted to
No, absolutely
shoot the
not.
fuck out of
Throwing, no,
her?
no,
Yeah.
no. It was
Nobody
not
said that.
warranted whatsoever. That's not what we're saying.
I mean,
What
I
I
get
think
being
that's
scared
what
that.
Leggy is. I really feel that's what he thinks that's what we're implying is that she deserved it.
I
No,
think
in no means did she deserve that.
No, they committed murder too on camera.
Right.
I mean, I just don't see where she threw the water. I see a scared woman that was scared out of her life because a cop who didn't understand what a word meant fucking went overboard and went apeshit.
Thank you,
And
everybody.
in fear, she fucking didn't know what to do because there was
Right,
mixed
and she threw
commands.
the pot of water. You're
Yeah,
absolutely
Where did she
right.
throw it?
You are
The pot went
so
flying when she
right.
got shot. That's the only time. When
No,
she got
that's
shot,
when.
that's when the water. She never
No.
threw the water.
Okay.
18
She threw the
people.
water,
Thank you
bro.
so
You're
much.
right, because
19.
in the process of going to throw the water, she got shot. So you're
That's
absolutely
true.
right.
Yeah, there you
There
go.
you go.
I hate to laugh. Rumor has it she was simmering a pot of acorns.
you gotta dig a little to get that joke.
Yeah, I know
I
what
hate to laugh, but
Because
we are talking
if
about
it was proven that she did do it, unfortunately, they would have been justified in shooting her.
Nah.
No, it's
Yeah,
still
that's
if it was
excessive.
proven.
No,
Nah.
no.
What do you mean? You show me where it says the
Is this
report
guy
where it
trolling?
says it, because there is no reports that says it. Nothing.
Thank you, Keeper.
No report that
Everybody
says she threw the
smash
Even
water.
the
You're
like
talking
cops
about
say
the
they
cops?
thought she was gonna throw it. No, none of the cops actually said she actually
Drop me
did
a
throw it.
couple
Oh
if
no,
you
yeah.
got
So
them.
of course they did. They say it on the body cam, bro. Listen, to be fair, about 70% of the versions of the video that I have seen are heavily edited by news companies. It doesn't show the end. Even when it does, it's all blurred out. Like whenever she's on the screen, it's blurred, so you have no idea what she's doing. And they don't show.
See, I watched the whole
Keepers.
whole thing that they released originally.
Leggy, did you
Booger.
just say that the cops did not say that she was throwing or going to throw the
No,
water?
no. They
Yeah,
said
that it's
that
not
she
in any of the
they
police
go she
reports.
definitely was gonna throw it, but they never said she did throw it. They said she was gonna throw it. That's what they said.
That's
She
it.
was gonna
Okay.
throw it, but they never
Okay.
said she did throw it.
Because they shot her in the process.
Exactly.
Why don't you get
You
that? But
can't
the whole
shoot
point
somebody
is that
for a
she was going to
hypothetical.
throw the water.
Like she had the pot in her hand. Like you can't just say, "Oh well, she was gonna throw it at me, so I did it." Until she actually goes into the
Yeah,
So,
process
see,
of
that's just
throwing it,
bullshit.
they
She had the
can't
pot
shoot
in her
her.
so
hand.
Okay,
the
you
sick.
confirmed what we already know. So, in your own terminology,
Vicky
it's,
says Al
we
Jazeera
agree.
had it. What was it? The other person's body cam. Someone says here, rumor has it. No, the keeper's the other body cam can see it. Would he didn't have it on, or was there another body cam?
There's
How come
another
it's not
body cam.
shown
There's
here?
two
So
officers.
that kind of makes sense right there, right? It's not shown here, so that's kind of suspicious in itself.
And it's blurred out the entire time. The video you just showed, whenever she's on the screen, there's a huge blur, so you can't see what she's holding or doing.
Right.
I wonder what Al Jazeera had. It must have been pretty interesting.
Midwest did a whole, I don't know, I think it was like 2-day thing on this where they broke down like the original stuff when it first happened.
Good Citizen Media. What's up, brother? How are you? We're just sitting here. Leggy's fighting the whole channel that she threw the water.
Okay,
actually, Nikki, I think, was on
She
his side. sort of.
technically she didn't throw the water. Okay, we've come to the conclusion she didn't throw the water because she was shot in the process of going to throw the water.
Yeah.
That's the final conclusion.
There was
and
enough
even-
momentum because she drew back and went to throw it that it went all the way across the floor to where the cops were, and they got.
Well, plus after they shot her, she's gonna drop the fucking pan and it's gonna go everywhere. So it
Exactly.
was thrown.
I'd say, I don't know.
He says the pot is in the sink and you can hear it drain before she turns around.
Yeah, now we're over in
That's
fairy
what
tale
I mean.
land
I'm
now.
not gonna lie. I thought that was what was gonna happen, but then everybody said she had the pot in her hand. So I'm just going with the fact that if she did,
You
have
can't
it in her
throw
hand, that's
water,
how
she
the water
flung
would
it.
get
That's
down.
such a good point.
But
I'm like,
Right?
and I'm struggling over my words with that thought in my head, but I couldn't articulate it. That's what makes it so weird.
Hippie, I just sent you a clearer video of the whole thing.
I have to be careful though, unless it's a news article.
No, it's not a news article. It's just the actual
Well,
footage.
and she did, when she first took the pot off the stove, she did empty some of the water into the sink. And a lot of people, that was one of the arguments. A lot of people was saying that there wasn't even any water in it. But if you look in the video, when they slowed it down, you could see the steam on the floor.
Yeah. The steam on the floor, right where the cops were standing. And I think there's even a freeze frame of the water coming out of the pot because she's already stopped moving her hands and the momentum of her flinging it, which is such a better way to put it.
What kind of cunt can defend this? I don't think Dennison is necessarily defending it. I think he's just saying
the dude in the baseball cap was the only one that said that they're justified. If she tried to
had
throw
towels in her hands,
Yeah,
she put over her ears.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm looking at this
Steve.
right now. This is a different angle, and it looks like they're slowing it down. She's got the pot in her hands, but it's on the counter. Then she picks it up when the guy holds the gun. Then she drops to the ground, still holding the pot.
Yeah.
And then, so I don't know if. Oh yeah, I see the steam now.
after she got shot, though,
Yeah.
which makes sense if she had the pot anywhere near her, body fell on it, hand will go over. You know, anything could happen because.
I don't
But
know. It looks
she
to
would
me
have
like
to go up with the water. You know what I mean? She would have had to go if she was down.
What's your
and she was gonna
what's your
throw the fling the
prognosis?
water.
She flung it or she dropped it?
Shush.
I think she dropped it, but I don't know. I mean, that's just from one viewing of it.
Drop
now.
the link to that video so other people can watch. Maybe they make a comment.
I don't know if I should.
Here we go. Toe for Life's coming up.
Absolutely not. Toe for life. No.
Oh shit, Toe.
This is my playground. Bye. Keep moving. Go to work. I'm just kidding.
I thought because he was gonna come, he has like a controversial opinion on
Oh,
this.
that's the wrong link. Hang on, that's my credit card. Never mind. It's a link to the porn site, not that one. Please.
Just again for the record, such a weird form of conversation, but I believe these officers committed murder too on camera, and should be convicted and imprisoned. She still flung a pot of water at him.
See, you can't have it both ways because there's their defense.
Yeah, you
Well, she
can.
threw the.
There's
You
the
really,
link,
really
Toe.
can.
It's whatever. She's dead now. Either way.
I know, right? I mean, that's true. A steaming pot of water is not going to kill you. Like,
right.
You know what I mean? So, I mean, unless she had a gun pointed at them, there was no need for the excess for how it went down, period.
And she never did anything until after he started threatening her verbally. Then he takes his gun out and points it at her head and tells her, "I'm going to blow your brains out." So, yes, you still absolutely can get culpability on behalf of these cops who should, like I explained earlier.
I hate that he said that, too.
Yes, I explained earlier that they should not have even been in her house. Never mind escalating it to the point where they're pointing a gun at her and threatening to kill her.
The pot was loaded. I hate to laugh at this shit, but man, that's fucking funny. I mean, I get it. The fear of a pot of boiling hot water is definitely going to click in your brain. But again, I probably would have stayed far enough back where she couldn't have thrown it on me. First of all, I wouldn't have let anybody say, "Oh, go fucking near that weapon and shut the stove off." I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, you're behind the comment. What's up, Joe?
Hey, real quick. Just real quick, all I wanted to say was, in football, when the quarterback drops back in the pocket and the linebacker knocks the ball out of his hand, it's a fumble. But if he's in the process of throwing the ball, it's an incomplete pass. I'm out of here.
Nice.
Toodles, bitches.
Nice.
Well, I just learned something, honestly. So I'm not much of a sports fan. They move forward because they are scared.
Muted,
Question mark. Who's muted?
Oh, it looked like Leggy was talking, but I couldn't hear him.
He might be talking. All right, let me read some of these comments. The pot was loaded. They were invited in. I didn't watch this video because I just hate this kind of shit.
Yeah, Booger Snack is
every
correct
fucking
about
day.
about the law too. You know, I tried to emphasize all the reasons I thought the cops messed up because I try to criticize the way police do things for a reason on the internet.
What do you think?
But as far as the simple law is concerned, nothing I said at all means anything about them screwing up. As soon as they shot a woman for having a pot of hot water, they broke the law. It's just as simple as what he's saying right there.
I mean, as soon as she said, "I rebuke you," and he fucking pulled his gun, he broke the law. Not even when he shot her.
I agree with that too.
I think that I'm not surprised she threw the pot of water or didn't throw the pot of water. But what I'm going to say is when you come in at a woman or any person, for that matter, saying, "I'm going to blow your fucking brains out or shoot you in the fucking head," or whatever the fuck derogatory comment he fucking said. Jesus Christ, is that how a man who's supposed to protect and serve is supposed to fucking... Unbelievable. Not surprised.
And the cops were there. I don't remember. It was like 10, 12 days prior to this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And had an interaction with her. So, I mean, they knew the police department should have been aware of her mental health. You know what I mean? And should have approached it way differently.
All right. Well, this is way old news, and we're kind of beating up an old game here, but I never really got involved. I remember when this all went down because I think Bama Gump and Denicola and a few other people, I think Gump was mistaken, and just like other people were in here, that, you know, people were sticking up for cops, and nobody's sticking up for cops. Just, you know. Because for me, the minute he said that stupid shit, that's fucked up. Isn't that escalating? I'll shoot you in the fucking head. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Fuck?
That guy's out of control.
In your own
house.
I
mean, ultimately, that was my point when I was originally when I said what I said. That was my point. But you know,
always the reason you are just a what? A target practice. You're not wrong, Kyle. I mean, listen.
Agreed. She didn't throw the pot. She flung the water. Lol.
No mental health first aid training. $500. 48-hour course. I just think the whole thing, she could be still alive if they had simply said, "Get away from the stove. Get away from the water.
So,
I want to talk to you." Would have been
the link I sent shows a free screen freeze of her with the pot over her head, like she's gonna throw it, you know, "I'm gonna get you, sucker" style at the cops right before she gets shot. Yeah. She's not holding a towel. The pot is in her hand.
Incomplete pass. Just saying.
Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
Once
correct.
Again, you said it looks like she's gonna throw it. Never once do you say she threw it.
She does. No, she's in the process of throwing it when they shoot her.
Yes.
So that they don't get the hot water directly on their faces instead of on the floor under their boots. That's what happened.
Think about it. If you have a pot like this, right? You're on your hands and knees and you got a pot like this. Is this what you're saying? You know how hard it is to get the momentum, to get the water to actually go?
No, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like she's running across a room with a pot over her shoulder, ready to aim it right at you, and it's coming right at you.
She never ran, though. She definitely ducked.
I'm talking about the frozen screenshot of where her arms and her head are and the pose that she's in. That's what I'm talking about.
You're saying she's out like this with the pot? Like,
no, I mean,
down on the ground?
Hippie doesn't want to play the link, and for good reason, because it's a very popular channel. But I put the link in the chat.
Like, I mean, take a look, guys. I got a warning strike for playing the hockey game USA versus Canada. I took the class and I passed. If I stay good for a period of time, it'll go away and then I can go back to normal. But right now, I not only got that strike, but 2 days later, I got a second warning strike for misinformation, which I didn't even know there was a such thing as two warning strikes. So I took the class again and passed. So now all I got to do is just wait the time limit out. And if someone
Can you
mentions
put that
fucking
link in the
medical
back?
anything, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, it's
Say it
the one
again?
Ajab put. It's the one Ajab put prior to the one that Zatoichi put.
Now, Keeper, nobody thinks that. I mean, definitely. Although, like someone said up above, that the attack or defense should equal the attack, right? So, would a taser have stopped the water if she was throwing it? Probably not. That's why, there was justification to shoot, in my opinion. But cops aren't trained to shoot to maim. And besides, a lot of people would say, "Oh, if you shoot in the leg, you can hit the femoral artery, and then they die." So, I mean,
how about you just back up? You back up to the door that you just walked your happy pig ass through,
right?
Rather than running up to the counter where the lady with the hot water that's going to hurt you is.
Yeah.
Exit
I
the
agree.
facility.
I mean, did they have reason to enter?
Well, I mean, she did
invited
invite
them in,
them
technically.
in. Yeah.
Oh,
it was just for a non-call, and they knew that she had mental problems.
Yes.
They should have had that conversation outside of her home, not inside.
Which I get, because when I've had this argument before with people about not shooting in the chest or the head, it makes sense because, if you shoot for the leg or some other maiming place, you might die yourself.
Might miss.
Or the person might fucking die from being hit in the femoral artery if you shot for the leg when they were running away. So, I don't know. It makes sense, but it's painful to understand.
They can't wait to get inside your house. They can't wait to get inside your house. They can't wait to get inside your car. They can't wait to get your ID. They can't wait to find out everything you've been up to all day. If they just took the opposite approach to every single one of those fucking things, they would have so much less problems. There'd be less of us getting killed and less of them getting killed. If they just mind their own fucking business until there's a goddamn crime. And what happens when there's an actual crime? Do you see them around? Because they got 6 of them per cameraman and 2 per old lady. But when there's a dude breaking into something, there's not a fucking one of them around, and they need more.
Oh, this is weird. There's an update on the Gene Hackman.
Oh, what?
Well, it just says that they know the last day he was alive for sure was 10 days prior his...
Another pacemaker.
Pacemaker stopped, February 17th.
Yeah, but that doesn't tell us what happened yet. It's like they still aren't revealing anything, which is crazy. I saw a video of these parents.
One of them had
drug addicts, and they killed their kid with carbon monoxide because they had like a coal grill or something going to heat the house, and the kid died. And like I was thinking it was something like that maybe, but maybe they had like a grill going.
No CO2 in the.
Yeah, no, the top. Yeah, they said
the thing that confuses me is
poisoning.
I just don't understand. Like a lot of people say, well, maybe he died and then she ran for her pills, and they don't say what those pills are, and then she collapsed and died. That could kind of make sense, but why is the dog dead?
Right.
Unless the dog, I mean, is it possible that he died and the dog loved him so much and it was an old dog and it just died? I guess.
The dog died in less than a week just from not having water.
Yeah, he was in a crate in the bathroom or something. So if the dog was in the crate, he couldn't have gotten water.
The dog that was dead is the one that's next to Hackman. It's his shepherd.
But they said it was in a crate.
That's the one that was alive in the bathroom, I guess.
Oh. Well, then I don't know.
But yeah, like Dennison said, which is another thing that bothers me, because Dennis and I, way back in the day, had beat up the truth about when people die, do their animals actually eat them? And it actually happens like 60 to 70 times every year. It's a fact.
All right.
See, hang on, wait,
Angel
bro.
and Dennis.
Chill. Wow, chill, bro.
Well, I was gonna
So
say.
if the dogs hadn't eaten in 10 to 13 days, why didn't they eat their body? You know, I guess because he's saying that the dog that was alive was in a cage.
Well, it's
And
Gene
the other
Hackman.
dog,
No, you don't eat Gene Hackman.
I guess. Right? Or doggy, right? I'm a doggy guy. My best friends are dogs. Facts. Where is the facts? All right,
Well,
lady.
here's
What do you got to say?
Here.
All right. So it does show that she did pick the pot back up. The part in it says it looks like she dumped she dumped the water out after the head. And then he says that's where they say she threw it. So it's okay. So I'll throw on that. She did. I guess she did dump the water. I never seen that part, so I apologize. I eat crow on that one.
Apology accepted.
Okay.
I went
So,
to.
but I don't think she actually threw it. I think she more.
She didn't get to. They shot her in the chest.
Yes.
But
Or
she
the
did.
head.
But she did pick it up and dump it out, and I never seen that part, so I apologize.
That's okay. We forgive
And
you.
same to you, Dennis.
That part was left out of almost all of the versions of the video that I originally saw myself. So that's what I was trying to explain at the very beginning. Most of them don't show the fact that she picks the pot back up and puts it over her head like she's going to toss it.
In fear.
Right.
The devil's coming towards her, you know.
Yeah. And then, that's when he fires. So right at the same time.
I think maybe in her mind she thought if she dumped the water out, or like show that she dumped the water out, there was no threat. Maybe you know what I mean, and which was the wrong thing for her to do at that moment. You know what I mean?
That's possible. I think she was having an episode and thought they were demons, and they kind of were, and they ended up killing her. So in a way, she was right.
No, keeper, the pot was not empty, but she did dump some of the water out before she threw it.
Incomplete pass, like I said. I'm always right.
Is that true, AJ? Just wondering.
No, but
he's 100% right about this, though.
Hey, I've always said.
I mean, he put it in 2 sentences.
If
the thing
I'm
that-
proven wrong, I'll admit that I've been proven wrong. So,
And I remember looking up those things,
She didn't dump the
those
pot.
facts about the dog and cats eating their humans, and it said the cat always eats your face first.
Yeah, and the cats were more likely to eat you, too. Sometimes a dog will just sit there for a while until they're about to die and they're so hungry. And then sometimes dogs just sit there and die because you don't get back up. And the cats do that sometimes too, but
that's what Nikki said. When her husband died, he had 3 pets, and they died very close to when he died. Makes sense. What else is out there? Let's see. I'll keep looking in the news.
So I was listening to Elon Musk on Joe Rogan. Did you know there's astronauts that's up on the space station that's been up there like
trapped?
Yes.
Yeah, I never knew that.
Yes.
They're decommissioning that thing.
Yeah,
it's gonna fall out of space.
I did a virtual reality thing, and it was like a video, and it shows you the whole inside of it and all the people on it and everything, and it was fucking wild. And then it showed you the Earth, the outside of it.
This is a funny article. James Denny, New York's top FBI agent, forced out after defiant email. Stood up for his grounds and got fired.
Yes, Witchy, especially the female. I forget her name, but yeah,
What's
she's
this?
rough.
This popular drug can be a gateway to more serious addicts. I got to see what they're talking about.
Let's get it.
Research has long found that one extremely popular drug can lead to further substance abuse. Experts are now saying that this popular item might be acting as a gateway drug, According to the National Survey on Drug Use, blah, 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 more than 84% of all Americans have consumed alcohol at some point in their life. Researchers, why did it just say that? It's just a bunch of bullshit. I mean, I can't deny that if I was shit-faced out of my mind, God knows what will happen. So
Exactly.
there is definitely some truth to it. Might lead to doing some lines or, you know, God knows whatever other drug might be on the table, you know, or all at the same time for that matter.
I'll tell you what, I can't get out of Texas fast enough. Freaking Great
Right?
Habit is about to ban THC like across the board.
Really?
No, and Texas don't have the real THC. We have, well, I mean, it is real, but it's the THCA, you know, Delta 8, Delta 9, you know, kind of stuff. And they're about to like ban it completely.
Wow. What the fuck?
Sorry, bro. I'm just looking through the news, so I didn't.
Just sneak over the border into Oklahoma. It's pretty, almost the
Yeah,
opposite.
well, there's no sneaking. I mean, that's like a trip.
Hop
And
over.
I'm just, I'm about to move to a state to where it's legal, so it's all good.
Nice. Listen, I just went and bought gummies and a nice vape pen from the beautiful people. So, yeah, it's nice to be able to.
Freaking gateway drug.
The balls, fashawa. The gateway drug is sugar.
Hello,
You know,
Hebrew.
you're not wrong there. Yes, that is a drug. Sure is. Northern Lass. Hello. We start our kids on it from birth if you use formula. Ouch.
I remember the first time I had a Pepsi.
Hi, Aja. There you go. See, look. There you go. Everybody's name on panel.
I remember buying cans of Mountain Dew for 25 cents at a vending machine.
The bee's knees balls.
I think the cheapest I paid was like 50. I'm not as old as you. Sorry.
Yeah, I know. No one's as
I
old
was
as me except Hippie.
Japan.
Well, toe for life.
Breast milk, the OG gateway drug. Too funny. I'm wrecked. See that, Satachi? Listen to my voice and shit. I'm fucking junk box on 4 gummies, bro. 20 milligrams. Well, I'm puffing on this 92% thing too, so.
Yeah.
That's actually true. Breast milk has, like, sugar and fat to the extreme.
Ooh. Wonder what the current price of eggs is today.
I think I paid five something for a dozen the other day.
That's five.
$4.95 is
tax
the.
at 4 something, and then a little over 5 after taxes at the store here in town.
$4.95 is the national average right now.
I only drink the finest Cambodian breast milks.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what's that from? I know what that's. Was that Dave Chappelle?
You make my day.
Oh, this is funny. It was messy. Federal workers ordered to return to offices without desks, Wi-Fi, and lights. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, Elon's retarded.
Oh, man. He just emptied the office the minute he fired him, huh? Well, I mean, I will say one good thing, that they're all scared of their job now.
They stripped that place apart when they sent everybody to work from home where they should be. That's far more efficient.
Yeah, Leggy's puffing on a fatty, huh?
My wife was saying something about the state parks got some kind of something bad with this and could have a bad effect on state parks, which sucks. Wait, U.S. terminates, New York Times, U.S. terminates funding for polio, HIV, malaria, and nutrition programs around the world. Wow.
Have you
What do
read
you
about
think?
the measles outbreak in Texas?
I did. I did read about that the other day. If more people died, or are we still at just one?
2.
Uh,
What? That's what
Two?
Robert Kennedy
I don't
said
know.
too. 2 had
I
died.
thought it was an Amish community or
Like a
Mennonites
horror
actually.
movie. ICE detaining a German tourist in California indefinitely.
Like
What's
Mennonites
that about?
don't take vaccines, do they?
I don't think so.
Oh my God.
I
No.
know that
Scientists.
there's been measles in our area recently, so yeah, it's kind of crazy.
I know there was also, I think it was Kansas, there was some kind of outbreak of tuberculosis, and then somewhere else there was another. So it's like 3 things going on.
I missed your talk the other day about the Trump Zelensky thing. Do you think culturally that's why he come off ungrateful because he's stressed out and or like do you think it was
Yeah.
a thing? Like how do you think he truly? Because I thought I heard him say he's very appreciative and shit like that. There,
It
like
always seems to be like an afterthought for him after someone says, "Hey, how come you never say thank you?" Or like an obligatory thank you. And I think you're right. I think it is cultural, but I think where it blew up, like Vance started shit for no reason. He should have kept his mouth shut. No one needed his opinion. But
well,
where
that's
it blew
what
up
I was wondering.
was when he threatened the United States in front of Trump. That's what really sent it off the rails. You can't do that.
Well, oh, what when he said to come across this or
Yeah,
whatever.
if you don't do what you need to do to save Ukraine the way I say it, then you're going to feel it here in the United States, and the war is going to come across your beautiful ocean, right?
But
That's
Yeah.
I
essentially what
mean,
he said.
Yeah.
I kind of understand what he's saying because I mean I don't feel like Putin can be trusted. You know what I mean? I mean he would go back on some deals. There ain't no.
Absolutely not.
You don't think
No,
he will? Would?
For,
no, I'm saying he can't be trusted.
yeah, and
Yeah,
he
yeah. I
wants
don't think he could be
Ukraine,
trusted. That's my
Right,
thing.
right.
I
but
mean, why?
he's not gonna attack us. Though.
w-
Says who?
What? I
I
mean,
mean, he just
if you
Google their
listen,
army. You know that would be a really bad mistake. It would be the end of Russia.
Oh,
well,
Be the end of the world.
This is
They
funny.
could barely
Somebody,
it
hold
would be
on
the
to
end of the world.
Ukraine just from us dropping weapons and cash over there. That's the stuff we throw away. And we're a NATO member too, so every other European country in the world would have to help us.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but well,
he can't do that.
well,
so what's the markets doing, Dennison? Live update says markets fall after new Trump tariffs.
We
Up.
are right at an area of support where I would say I'm bearish if we fall any farther from where we are now. But for perspective, the last time the market was at this price, looks like there's November. Oh, and right the day before the election after. The day before the election, actually. Sorry. So you could say the market sold off 100 points today, but we're right where we're at before Trump was elected.
Gotcha. Dio says for 4 years, Zelensky was told by the shadow power of America what to do. Time will tell if Trump is really that powerful. Putin offering us a bunch of. I think I saw this morning in the news that Putin was offering us minerals and stuff for some kind of deal. So what are we selling Ukraine now? I mean, what was that? I don't get that.
I gotta say, I hope that it go like I like the way it's going. It's so far the way it seems. I would love for Europe to bitch about how the United States ain't doing shit and spend their own money to defend their own borders and remember what it's like when the United States doesn't subsidize their quality of life anymore. They have to pay their own bills. And I would also love for Trump to make a deal with Russia at the same time. And if we could, please move away from China, that'd be even better. That'd be the frosting on the cake.
Yeah.
We have
Very
way more.
full.
Like, if, as far as the American people and the Russian people, we are born allies, right? We have very different ways of thinking. They're very community oriented. We're very individualistic, but we share a lot of the same values and customs.
Sleep well.
If our governments could get along and we could trade with each other, I think it would be great for both countries.
Let the UA prop up Ukraine. Yay! They should have been doing it before anyway, stupid bastards. I
Well,
mean,
that's what
whoops. Did I say that?
I mean, that's how I feel.
Right, exactly.
I mean, but everybody always comes to us to come save
Well,
their
because
ass.
we have to.
Right, right.
Because if we
Well,
just
we
let
have to because we
just
put
let
ourselves in
countries
that
take
position.
over, if we let countries take over other countries, then the whole world would be a fucking mass hysteria. So since nobody wants to step up, we have to, because you can't just,
Yeah, it would be
Anyway.
bedlam.
That's the way it used to be in the old days.
If the only two countries that have ever been a superpower in the history of mankind actually cooperated, we could kick some serious global ass.
Yeah, but why does that need to be done? I mean,
U.S. have joined with Russia.
I don't mean like beat people up. I mean come up with new solutions, new technology, improve our economies. Raise the standard of living for the working class.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Dio. Now USA has a monopoly of taking over countries. A great question. Why do it? I agree. I hate the fact that we do it, but I understand why, but that doesn't make it right. When the fact is people are fucking starving to death in our own country, but we're going to send fucking, we read that USAID fucking list. There's hundreds of millions of dollars that were sent to fucking foreign countries for bullshit. Take care of our own country, and then when we're doing well and things are great, we can fucking take care of other countries. Till then, fuck off. Just saying.
We work together on that space station, Russia and the United States. That's how twisted things have gotten. In the height of the Cold War, when you were supposed to think that a Russian was underneath your bed, every bed in America with a hidden nuke in its pocket, we were working together in space, cooperating, and now Russia doesn't have nearly the capacity required to offer a serious national threat to the United States, economically or militarily, and the space station is decaying its orbit and crashing into Earth. I mean, the writers of the show are trying to tell you something.
Yeah, and
I just think
right?
getting in cahoots with Russia is a bad idea.
Do you know what? Do you know why we sent those carriers over there? Because the shipping lanes are in danger. The pirates are fucking taking everything.
True.
We had to go over there to protect. So we got all our shit over there, which honestly isn't a bad place for our military to be anyway. Where all the shit
Didn't Thomas
happens.
Jefferson have to do the same thing?
As what?
Like he had to send a mark of reprisal and hire privateers to go
protect the shipping
lanes over there from the Muslims.
We worked with Russia.
I swear I read about that.
They stopped Hitler. We couldn't. That's a good comment, because someone commented that on something of mine yesterday. We worked with Russia so much, they stopped Hitler. We couldn't.
Well, I don't know about we couldn't.
We can work in space, but at that time during, I think now we're different. We can work in space, but not in Cuba.
Right?
Morning, 5-speed. Hey, new frog.
What's happening?
The Russians did agree to take their missiles out, though, didn't they? Technically, that got de-escalated. Or am I remembering that incorrectly?
China is a much bigger threat than Russia. Agreed.
I agree.
China is actively preparing for an attack. I agree. On taking back Taiwan. They said by 2028, guaranteed they're going to do it whether we like it or not. And that's what another place we've been motivating stuff. Russia attacked Poland with Nazis.
Now think about this. Imagine we build everything right now that we import from Taiwan, we build it here instead. And then let the Taiwanese fight it out with the Chinese and see how well their economy does when they try to take it by force. And we keep our nose out of it. We don't spend any of our money on it. We don't spend any of our children on it. And we mind our own damn business for the next 20 years.
I agree. Aren't we already there, though? Didn't we? We've already moved some stuff that way. Because them building the islands and all that over there.
No, Taiwan, we have an extreme investment there. And that's where all our chips come from.
China threat is economic. Crypto becoming global currency will nullify that. Interesting. I was actually talking to somebody I know as a banking job. We were talking about AI. I said, yeah, do you feel threatened? They're like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I don't know. I mean, banking's not something that couldn't not be ran by AI. Tell you right now.
You would think that the whole currency system would be driven for everyone's advancement.
Bye, Joe. Love you.
Bye.
Much love. Kim Jong-un says, bring on the crypto. I'd say bring it on myself. I feel like people can't hide money anymore. Can't take your rich money and put it on some foreign island somewhere and not pay taxes on it.
I'd take the
Let
money
people
away
pay for. Say it again, brother.
I said I'd take the money away from it.
Oh, if you've caught it there, you mean? I think that's what we started kind of doing.
I just think that the American people, I think it'd be their best interest for the financial system to be driven for their advancement forward and not public service. Just my opinion.
What's up, Strange and Trippy? Welcome in.
I mean, wouldn't that make much more sense?
I just think the interesting thing about switching to the crypto would be like drug dealing, for instance. What are you gonna do? Go buy a stereo and trade it for an 8-ball or something? Because if you just start receiving money through crypto, the man's gonna have proof, not cash. How all the drug dealers in foreign countries gonna shift their money back and forth if the only thing that's there is crypto? Put a big dent in that in itself. Whether it's good for the economy or the people, that's debatable, but bartering.
I don't think Lady knows he's on mute.
Hmm?
Oh, never mind. Never mind. I was watching something older and I thought it was right now.
You on another? You in another channel, bro? You playing Asmar?
What? Asmar?
Asmar be in 10 different streams at once.
Oh, no. I'm not doing that.
I haven't seen him in a while. What he's up to? Shit. I am stoned as fuck. Melvin, good morning. Let's see. Never underestimate the ingenuity of a crackhead. I got to agree 100%. Been there, done that. Got the t-shirt. People will do amazing things. That's why heroin sort of changed in my area because I forget what they called it, but they brought heroin use out of the darkness and into the light, and chiefs across the state of Massachusetts said, you're a heroin addict and you turn yourself in with heroin, we won't charge you and we'll help you to get the help you need to get sober. And just by bringing that out into the open, I think it just changed it a little bit. The way it should be. Should all be 8 balls? 8 ball of coke? Yeah.
I think they should just give us all heroin so we can deal with all these fucking problems that we have.
Maybe that's too woke.
What's up, Hebrew? Is that the real hammer down there? I guess so. He's got a wrench. So, is that the real Hebrew hammer?
Yeah. Can I pet that frog?
Right?
I prefer you licked it and not pet it.
No.
That
I'm just kidding.
quickly.
Didn't they say something about is there a frog or something? You can lick the back of it or
A
supposed
toad,
to
yeah.
trip or something.
Trip your brains
toad.
out. Yeah.
Well,
The
Mike Tyson
beehole.
does
If you
that.
lick the toad's ass, is how it goes.
No.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
Either
No.
way.
Only one 8 ball keeper. How do you
Hebrew
think the
says someone
prison
wants to see my
system's money
butthole.
works? They don't have dollars or
What?
They got phones.
Is that what we're gonna do? I don't do drugs, thank God, so I ain't gotta worry about all that. But yeah, been a long time since Hippie done drugs. Trading soaps and shit, and stuff.
Oh, he means barter.
Yeah, bartering in prison.
But you got the commissary at the jail.
Someone wants to see my butthole. Who? What can I get for a Snickers? Daddy. What I would do for a Snickers right now. Pepper. Wow. Northern Lass. What's up? If you put a honey bun on your head, do not eat it. Wait. If you put a honey bun on your bed, do not eat it. Wait, what? Why not? They want to hear sing my butthole is last. No dollars or digital. Weed, opium.
They could keep up the level of corporatism we have now if they allow people to just smoke weed and opium. That's the thing.
Weed, opium, cacti, mushrooms, all from the ground. Only government can get so powerful to tell you nature is illegal. I can't fucking deny what you're saying there, Dio, at all. I agree with you. Like,
half the people are just gonna smoke a joint and be like, I don't feel like going to work. Let's go fishing. And the other half are gonna smoke a joint and be like, holy shit, they're imprisoning us and enslaving us and murdering us in the streets. You know, like you can't have people smoking weed. They're just gonna figure out that the scam ain't worth it. First, they'll find this. They're either gonna be too lazy to bother, or they're gonna realize they're being scammed, and then it's not worth it.
So you can feel the viney part on your tongue. I'm good, thank you. Hippie says, "Oh, honey bun." Dan is right.
I don't need to sit in a cubicle for 12 hours a day in order to live and survive and be happy and to love and to grow as a human being. You're kidding me.
In a prison, a honey bun on your bed means someone wants to fuck you and eat. Pay them back with money, they will take it out of your booty.
Very interesting fact. Very interesting.
It's all a scam. Your society is a scam. I'm not denying that.
So what do you do with the honey bun if you don't eat it?
Give it back.
You get that shit back.
Who? If they left it on your bed, you don't know who gave it to you,
Yeah,
right?
fuck it. I'm gonna be up for the next 3 days holding the honey bun out like that lady with the pot of water. Are you kidding me?
Wrapping your blanket around you and burning it to you so you can't get it off. Hippie's new nickname, Honey Bun.
Yeah, that's not the hammer I know.
No,
that's Hebrew
different
hammer.
one.
Nah,
That's
it's
Hebrew
different.
hammer operator. That's definitely Hebrew hammer. Watch,
The
I'll
Hebrew
prove it.
from PDF back in the day. I don't know if that's him or not.
Yeah, no, that's not the same one.
No? All right. China has work towns you need to leave. Has work towns you never need to leave. Ken, but I was $300 floor mat for my 100,000. Wait, what? Who is hotter, Little Debbie? Oh, I love Little Debbie's.
I
They're
paid
so
$500 for my
good.
first truck, and the floor mats were air conditioning, if you know what I mean.
Right, there was no floor.
Yeah,
You glazed your honey bun. Mm.
I still
Good.
dream about that truck. I love it more than any other vehicle I've ever had.
This is a different hammer. Hebrew, will you leave a honey bun on my bed? Wait, what? Can I watch? Come on.
Isn't a honey bun a euphemism too for a sex act? Like,
Is it really?
yeah, like isn't glazing a honey bun like a
I don't know any of
like a
these.
reverse cream pie or an external cream pie?
$100,000 truck is $125,000 today, right? Facial. See, I don't know all these acronyms and.
Well, the facial's pretty
Well,
obvious.
come on, hippie. You haven't been familiar with the Blumpkin?
I know what a blumpkin is. That's when you're getting a blowjob on the toilet. Yes, sir. Know that one. That's an oldie. Let me go let these fucking brats out here. I'm gonna put up a banner just because that's what I do. Enjoy. Give it back. Actually, maybe I'll take my phone out with me.
I had the West Coast side view mirrors on my truck. Yeah. Thought it was the greatest thing since sliced bread. And the refrigerator, the refrigerator handle for the doors.
What? Refrigerator handle.
Yeah. Remember in the 60s when trucks had
Oh,
refrigerator handles on them?
Yeah.
You push the button and turn it.
Back when you needed keys.
The stereo system that I put in that truck cost more than the truck. The subwoofer may have cost more than the truck. If I'm thinking correctly, the subwoofer might have been $700.
1,000?
No, just $700. I paid $500 for the truck, and
Well,
I
that's
think I
pretty
paid
cheap for-
$1,700 on the stereo system.
Yeah. Well, what's more important? You know, I mean, that's the way I would think. The music is more important.
God damn. Oh, we got dual hippies.
What are you talking about? Metalhead
Stealth
hippie?
time.
Why do I have no sound again?
My favorite album when I bought that truck was probably Static X. It was self-titled, wasn't it? Or was it called? Oh no, it was called Wisconsin Death Punch or some shit, like Death Trance or some shit. Formation Wisconsin Death Trip. That's what it was called.
Look
Did
at
he
all of
die
those
with
dogs.
like his wife or something? You want to pet those dogs?
You
I
want to pet
do.
that dog?
I do.
I think I have that same girl.
I'm the kind of guy that should have a dog. People always tell me that. Like when I go over to my friend's house, he's got 3 of them, and the dogs are always all over me. And
Yeah, but I mean, I have a similar experience, but I don't think I should have a dog.
Why? You'd yell at it?
I could barely. No, I don't roll like that. I can't be mean to animals. It would have to piss me. I'd have to be bitten and then fight for my life or something for me to get angry at an animal. But
Yeah.
I could barely take care of myself, and
Yeah.
animals can be a real pain in the ass. I don't think they should be domesticated and kept inside either.
Well, what about like a parrot?
Just like everything about my human instincts tells me I shouldn't keep a bird inside my living quarters. That's not healthy. That's not hygienic, and it's bad. And it's
Yeah,
not
but
fair to the bird either.
my bird has a great life here. I mean, he gets fed on the regular. He has no natural predators. He gets all kinds of love. Like he loves us. He's got it good here.
Are his
And
wings
he can
clipped?
fly around. No. He has his run of the house. He can go anywhere he wants, but he doesn't. He
Yeah,
just
but
stays.
inside, a bird is meant to have fresh air and sun on his face all day.
Well, he
That's the
sits by
life
the
of the
window.
bird.
He sits by the window, and he's got sun at least.
That sounds like a prison to me.
No, he can come and go anytime he wants.
Out
All
of the
over the
window?
house. No, not out of the window.
So I'm saying that sounds like a prison.
Well, if you
They
want to
let you
put it
walk
that way,
around the yard inside the prison. You know that, right?
I bring him
And when you're in
outside.
your cell, you have free roam in the cell.
I bring him outside in his cage in the summer.
Oh, what a treat. That's almost like when they take those guys in maximum security, the shot callers, and they let them exercise in those little cages in the middle of the pen.
So now you're going to say that if I give him a Cheez-It, it's like throwing him a pack of ramen noodles, right?
I don't know what it means to throw him a pack of ramen noodles, but I think it's probably bad for his intestines and shit like that.
Yeah, I don't give the dogs any of that junk food shit. My last dog died of stomach cancer, so yeah.
Now, my bird's like in his late 80s or early 90s, and once in a while I'll give him a couple bites off a Cheez-It because he loves them. He fucking comes. He won't eat lettuce or anything healthy. He won't eat blueberries or any kind of fruit, but he'll eat Cheez-Its. He loves them. And I didn't do that to him. That was because he was owned for like a year or two by somebody before I got him. And they're the ones that got him hooked on that shit. Because I remember opening a bag of Doritos and he flew right over to my shoulder immediately. And that never happens.
Yeah, you can smell the depression and the oppression and the decay at the zoo. You can just smell that it's
Oh,
like
the zoo, yeah, the zoo is just
this is nature dying.
Yeah.
Hippie showing off that nice table that he made.
Concrete. Glow in the dark. Nice glow in the dark. It glows blue.
Oh, really? What
Yeah.
Hippie, are you elvish?
Am I what?
Elvish?
I don't even know what that means, bro. Could be.
No,
Do you have elven blood in you, and you make everything glow?
It's the kind of epoxy that he put on it.
Yeah, I poured concrete first, and it has a special form that you put on that gives you this rock edge.
I like that.
It looks like wood.
Oh shit! I didn't even know the other one was like that.
Yeah, the other one looks more like stone. This was the first one I did. It's got gold in it. You can't really see it now. So you can see it barely right there.
Oh yeah, little flex.
But then I came up with the copper. I like the copper much better. And of course, the glow in the dark.
Yeah. Is it really bright, like at night, where you can see everything in the room, or?
The glow in the dark? No.
No.
Now you can just see the table.
Yeah.
This is the latest thing I was fucking around making. Pot stem cane.
Wow.
Epoxy head. His eyes have got red epoxy in it. Yeah, this was the 13-foot plan I had in the backyard. All right. I'll be back in there.
You got a nice house, man.
Keep telling him he should cash out at the top of the market.
Yeah, well, that's what I keep saying too, but.
And even now, if you got a few $100,000 in the bank, you can collect like 4% interest on that just with a savings account or a money market account.
And what would that be? What would that total out to a year?
For 300,000, it'd be like $12,000 a year. It'd be enough to like pay property taxes, maybe feed a person or two.
But the problem is, like, if you sell your house for that and then you move, you're going to be paying top dollar to move somewhere else too.
No, you gotta write it. You have to write it out until it, prices roll over. But I mean, I would move somewhere where rent is cheap.
Yeah.
And then that $12,000 would almost pay your rent.
Yeah, but then you got to buy a house, so you got to move twice, right? Or a condo. Or something.
Yeah. You gotta while you're renting, you gotta find the place where you're gonna try to land the next time.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for holding down the fort, gentlemen. Let's see. Look at all the new people. Moon, good morning. Also not quite lunchtime yet. Thank you, Dio. I heard Jennison saying the poor dogs are in prison.
Not yours.
No,
okay.
No, I get it. I get what you're saying.
So it's just a prisoner.
I probably shouldn't have them. I can't take care of myself. So
it's going to be a very, very unpopular opinion because people love their pets, but I don't. I think pets as a concept is unethical.
Well, I would say to you that especially the brown dog, the silver dog, not so much. She's not so much. She does love me, and she's starting to really come around all of a sudden. But the brown dog, dude, she sleeps on my pillow with her head on my fucking neck every night. Puts me in canine fucking paralysis because that dog loves me more than she loves herself. And, I'm sure that she's happy, you know what I mean? Because the thing is, they don't know anything different. And I would say the same with a lot of, not all zoo animals, but I think zoo animals that grow up in that environment, they don't know anything else. So they don't miss it. It's not like people in America or foreign countries where when we put them in prison, at one point they did know that there was something different. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't agree with you 100%. I do agree that, I forget, I was watching some show yesterday and it was this place where people were dumping things and there was a lot of animals there as well. Dogs in bags. It was a dog in a cage that looked like it died in the cage. It was just awful to imagine that someone would just throw the dog out like that to die. But yeah, people will take on a dog and they don't realize, and then they give it up, and then I think we showed years ago on the channel the puppy mills down south where they take a dumpster and they have a special fitting on the dumpster and they take a gas fucking line and they go, and the dogs are in there yelping and going it as they turn the gas on and fucking, they just nuke them all, What's up, Campin'? Good to see you.
Give me one,
My brother is selling his condo. He wants to cash out on the condo. I guess it's a pretty good time to sell.
Birds seem to be the worst to me too. Like I've never seen a healthy bird in captivity.
My bird is healthy.
It's not missing any feathers?
What?
It doesn't pick out its feathers?
No, it doesn't. It's not stressed at all. He is the only time he gets stressed is if like I'm streaming and I forget to bring him upstairs at 8 o'clock or whatever. He'll jump out of his cage and he starts walking into the other rooms, like trying to find my mother or me.
97% drop from fentanyl from America. I'm not surprised. What's going on, free beings? Who's free? Point them out to me so I can try to figure that out. You can get an acre in Shaholo, Arizona for $5,000. Oh shit! I don't know. I want to move somewhere, but
I've never been out west, and I want.
Brown dogs unite! Can I pet that dog? Yeah. Nicola, poor dogs. That dog loved whoever put it in the cage, right? I agree with you. 1 million, I don't know. I guess I'm just different. Like a lot of people think of their dog as their dog. To me, it's like my daughter or my son.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about my bird. He's like a buddy, and he's also like a child,
Birds and fish. Yeah, that's true. Imagine being a fish and suddenly you're trapped in a little. I mean, but maybe again, the fish doesn't know that there's anything different than being born in some square box,
Yeah.
It also depends, if I would consider having an aquarium, but the kind that takes up several rooms, where you have walls and walls of tanks that flow into each other, so that the fish have room in ecosystems.
Any Ukraine rallies? Not that I know of. I mean, mostly all the rallies right now that I've heard of recently have been against Elon. So
yeah, dude. Yesterday I was driving around and some guy was by the Tesla charging stations, and he had a sign saying Elon Musk must go.
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. That's such a great movie.
Like an atrium for a bird, I think would be the equivalent. Have you ever seen one of those?
Yeah, well, my house is the bird's atrium. I mean, he has a cage.
Oh shit! And
it's a cockatiel.
She's got a.
But atriums have glass ceilings.
Well, I can't.
155 billion in reciprocal tariffs from Canada.
And super high ceilings too, so that it's like almost tree level,
I got high ceilings. My bird would fly downstairs every morning from my room, zip around the dining room, and then go into the kitchen and land on his cage and chill out.
So when we let me just point something out about Canada. When we put out the National Canadian Debt Clock, yes, there is such a thing. It showed that Canada's gross domestic product, I think, was 1.2 trillion, couple hundred million, blah blah blah. And your gross domestic product and your budget were the same. So you guys borrow all of your money to survive with not enough money to pay it back. Not that we have enough to pay it back either, but wouldn't take a lot for either one of us to be put in a bad place by this stupid shit. Did you see Harry Nutt's last live stream? He got attacked recording at Really? No, I didn't see that. I wish I had. Harry's a great guy. He came out here to the Cape and we hung out for a day. He took me out to dinner, spent like fucking $300 at some yuppie place up in P-Town, but it was beautiful. As a matter of fact, his wife she got like fish stew or something like that. It was fucking unbelievable looking lobster and just giant chunks of beauty in it. If you like that shit. I don't like fucking.
Yeah, I have an uncle.
I don't
He
like
gets
seafood.
zuppa de mare, it's called, and it's like it's shrimp, lobster, I don't know, fish of the day, and then like
Oh yeah, I wanted to,
scallops and all kinds of shit in it.
I wanted to tell a funny story before I forget to change topic. So yesterday or the day before, I got a email. Oh shit! What the hell is this about? Hang on.
Lobster bisque is amazing.
I've had snow crab bisque, and it was the greatest thing I ever had in my life.
What is NYSD? What is that?
NYSD, New York something. I don't know.
Is that a Canadian thing?
I'm gonna look it up, so we'll find out in a second.
Oh, so what I was gonna tell you is I got an email from Google, and it was something about bots.
Yeah.
Or AI, I'm sorry. So I clicked on it, and it was like this whole page of different kind of AI bots that are made to help you. So they were like, it was like a doctor, psychologist, all these different things. So I ended up just messing around with a couple of them, and one of them said something about conspiracy theory. So I was like, oh, what is the largest conspiracy theory in the USA? And it came up with flat earth. So then I asked it, can you refute flat earth? And it shows, it showed how when we have a solar eclipse, when the earth passes across the moon, it shows it as a circle. Pretty cool. That was the one way. It was quite weird to see, but there must have been 30 different bots in there. One's like your friend, different voices. You could call it on your cell phone and talk to it. And amazingly, I actually even tried calling it just to see what it was like. Hey, dog, I'll beat you. Get away from my charger cord.
Your hardcore flat earthers will tell you that shadow is fake and that it's projected with holograms and things of this nature.
Right. And then, but here's where the second thing that it said, and I found this quite interesting, and I don't quite understand it, but it says something about when wind blows water on a round spear, it does something that it won't do on a flat something. Thought that was quite interesting, and it had a whole bunch of scientific data to go with it. Of course, I don't remember, but just kind of fun. Good.
If I ask my AI, what is the largest conspiracy theory in the United States? It says if you mean by largest in terms of widespread belief and impact, is the idea that there's a single group of people who secretly control events and rule the world together. This theory is often referred to as the deep state conspiracy theory, which posits the existence of clandestine network of members within the federal government, particularly within the FBI and CIA, exercising power alongside or within the elected government.
What, if you don't mind exposing, which AI do you use? If you don't want to say, that's fine.
That was just a Google search.
Okay.
So like I did the search and then it was like, do you want search results from?
Because I know there's a few like DeepSeek and stuff that I guess
I don't use any
actual
AI programs.
You don't?
Okay. No, and I take them like my new computer came with it, and I took it off.
Hippie doesn't do drugs. That's a conspiracy. No, I'm telling you the truth. I did last time I did drugs was when I got my medication from my surgery. 2012, I think I stopped taking my meds then, but the actual illegal drugs, shit, I don't know when it was, 90s. Yeah, it's been a very long time. I think my last run with cocaine was when I last did drugs, illegal drugs. That's a terrible drug.
When I go to Google search and I type in the search, it says answer with AI.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder what Copilot says. Let me ask Copilot. Copilot's on my desktop.
And essentially, all it does is it just reads the top results that come up from the Google search, and then organizes the information into an answer it's essentially just a chat.
It's a search engine that can talk.
It's a searchable language model, right? So it's trying its best to understand what you want to know based upon interpreting your language, and then it reads the results and tries to
the drugs do him, right?
them.
I don't like the drugs, but the drugs like me. All right, so Copilot says the United States seen its fair share of conspiracy theories, but some of the most prominent include the belief that the moon landing was faked. The idea that the government is covering up UFO activity like the infamous Roswell incident.
Roswell.
And theories surrounding the assassination of JFK. These theories have been sparked endless debates and even inspired movies and books. What the fuck are they doing?
Oh, man, I saw a daylight disc, as they call them. It wasn't a disc; it was a cylinder, but I saw it clear as a bell right in front of me, about 500 feet away. It was not anything man-made, I'll tell you that, but it definitely was manufactured.
About 10% of Americans think that the moon landing was faked.
Yeah.
According to various reports. Again, amalgamated by my search engine. I also have, when I do a search, I have two buttons. That one says news from the left and news from the right, which is supposed to give me.
I just kind of go through all of it and then just kind of decipher it my own self. I don't know what the left and the right even is, Dennis. Like Republican, Democrat.
It's a false paradigm, so that they don't have to have 10 people in a rigged election. They can just have 2, and then no matter which one wins 51% of the vote. You ever notice how it's always like half and half? What a shocker!
In buckets, enjoy your mind trip, but don't trip your mind. I've been wanting to get some mushrooms so bad. I've finally said I'm gonna buy some spores here real soon and just sprout a little tiny amount of them and microdose and see if it helps my pain. I'm dying now.
Last time I did them, I ate a whole half ounce, and nothing happened. They were.
Well, I'm not looking to trip. I'm just looking to.
Oh, I know
relieve
what you're saying, but
pain.
I'm just saying I got fucked. Got fucked on the deal in a way because they just didn't do anything to me, and I ate a whole fucking half ounce.
Yeah, I think Myron Kilkenny. I don't know if you know Myron. If you don't know Myron, it's a Canadian guy, old guy, and a bunch of cool people hang out there. Jason Goddard, blah blah blah. He'll eat like 1,000 milligrams of THC, and then he'll eat a half an ounce of mushrooms. And if I did that, you'd have to fucking bring me to rescue. I mean, there is no saying that
Yeah. Well, see, I want to microdose too, but I don't know if it would work for me because it's like.
You just found out if you ate a half ounce and fucking, did you lose your pain or not?
No, nothing happened. I think they were stale or something.
Well, one of the ladies, beautiful people that frequents my channel, Nevaeh, says, I forget what kind of tea now, but I want to say lemon tea or something about the citrus helps enzymes in your stomach break it down better, and you have less stomach issues with it, like anxiety or whatever you want to call that.
Yeah.
Butterflies in your tummy.
The time before the half ounce, I ate a quarter ounce, and I tripped hard, and I ended up throwing up like a motherfucker after that. Like for the next whole day, I was like just sick.
Yeah, it's sad, Nikki, isn't it? There's only propaganda anymore. No one just reports the news. I mean, there's never even anything worth reading in the news. It's all just propaganda.
I suspect it's always been. I'm starting to.
I guess you're probably right.
Yeah, you can't actually disseminate information without it being propaganda. Right, just the need to disseminate the information in itself has to come from some kind of agenda.
Ever notice how Didn't Vote has won every election, U.S. election, but we always wind up with a master?
Not the last one, though, finally. Wasn't it the first time in history?
Dolly Parton's husband died.
Wait, dude, why do Canadians always say that? We're the largest producer of oil in the world. We're not scrambling because of your fucking oil sands, bro. It is good oil. I'll give you that. It's very highly rated, but we don't need it. We need your electricity, maybe, and even that we don't really need. It just makes it more convenient.
It's just better to use up your resources than our
own.
Right,
that's what I said. Use your resources, and then when you guys are fucking out of it, that's how.
The United States is not scrambling for oil. Canadians, I notice, have they're one of the most twisted, views of distorted views of reality, because the United States is very propagandized, but it's also the seat of the global empire. Canadians seem to have inherited the same delusions as Americans, but their country doesn't actually do any of the stuff that America does. It's, you know what I mean? So they're as delusional as Americans, but they don't actually they're not number one at anything.
Let's see, someone's in the basement here. Hello?
That's probably Leslie. I know her. Is it Origins of Beingness Attainment?
I don't know. She's on panel, but she's froze, I think.
Yeah, she's been having trouble with her internet.
Yeah.
Well, they're definitely not more fair on human rights. I mean, the prime minister went into people's bank accounts and took their money, and it's illegal to misgender people in Canada. That's scary shit.
I mean, we take your oil, we process it because you guys don't have processing plants, and then we probably sell it back to you.
Yeah, that's exactly what we do. That's exactly what the arrangement is with Canada. That's why they give us a deal on it.
So that's why I've always. Oh, go ahead, Dennis. I thought you.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
I was going to say that's why I always tease Crafty when she says about how they're they're not buying our products, and I'm like, well, what about gas? Because all your gas is obviously got to come from us. They ain't buying it from anywhere else. They're giving us our oil, we're processing it, and we're making it into oil and gas, and then we're sending it back to them. Maybe oil as well, but definitely the fuel. Dig deeper, hippie. Canadians are pretty based. They are more fair on human rights.
Did you know that they burned the White House down?
I never heard that before.
What's up, Leslie? Hello?
Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh, all I can see is a bird by the water.
Yeah, that's my
You're having
my
a
banner.
trip, man.
Yeah, you don't like my banner? I made that
Oh,
with
it's
AI.
okay.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Want to see a family photo?
Okay.
looks like orcs or something.
Are you an alien? Zach, you did it. Not an alien.
Huh?
Where'd you pick the alien up? A UFO sighting?
What alien?
Which one?
He showed a picture of his family.
Oh, yeah. That's it. I used to spend countless hours with AI on my live streams. People would give words and I would put them into the AI and it would make a picture. I don't honestly remember what those words were, but we've made some crazy pitches with AI over the years. I think I made 15,000 pitches with Midjourney. I once 13 straight hours of just putting in people's words. I love AI.
Is that something you have to pay for, or?
Oh yeah, it was. I'm gonna start seeing if I can get some people to pitch in and to pick it up again, because now you can make videos with it. I think it would be pretty rad to
oh shit,
to do. So it's probably like $45-50 a month, but I don't care if we all pitch in, $10 here, $10 there, we could pick it up and then make some rad art. A lot of people were carrying my icons were made on Midjourney years ago. You know what I mean? So, but Midjourney's a really, really fun program. It gets crazy when you talk about Satan. Boy, does it get lively! Like if you could do happiness and flowers and unicorns and stuff, it'll make stuff, but as soon as you go evil, wow.
It don't
It's
like it?
dun, dun, dun. No, it makes shit like the demons that AI makes. Like, you got to ask yourself, how does it know? Like, some of the things I did were wandering hippie in the bowels of hell fighting Satan, and it would be like this fucking incredible burning place with demons with fucking heads on sticks. And I mean, dude, just holy shit, the AI gets pretty rad when you talk dirty to it, I guess. And Dennison will say that's everything that we've taught it, and that's true. And I think now it's gotten even more than that, because now it's just learning off of the internet. So it'll only be a matter of time before AI realizes that we're the problem. And it'll just blatantly tell us, you're the problem. I remember the scariest one I did on the, I always talk about this one, was the end of humanity. Somebody asked me to type that in. And when I typed that in, it was incredible to see. Kind of scary. But it was a giant explosion, and you could see like bodies flying in the air, and then there were like hundreds of thousands of people standing, and then as it got closer to you, you could see humans, but their heads were like deformed, their eyes were in the wrong place. I mean, it was like, holy fuck, where does the AI come up with that from? You know what I mean?
Denizen, what do you think about a acoustic bass guitar for $81 on Temu, and It's electric and it has a 4-band EQ.
Probably 6 inches long or something.
Yeah, I would never do it.
Yeah, I know. It's just so fucking tempting because every once in a while you find a shit instrument that actually plays pretty good.
True. And here's the
Mercantilism.
thing: if you had a workshop, then every $50 bass is a $250 bass.
Yeah. Or if you put new pickups in it, and
Yeah, if you check the wiring yourself and you replace the nut with bone and file it down and set the intonation, it sounds like a lot, but I used to do it for a living, so it's nothing to me.
Yeah, I have a guy
Hey,
that does it.
Johnson, you around? Probably
What?
Gen X. Saw Dennison really bring some heat to the tomato channel. I think it was. That was awesome, dude.
That was the first and last time I ever went there.
Yeah, I only go there once in a while to see what's up, but I don't chat. I don't really like the channel.
No, there's a lot of hatred and negativity and weird vibes. I don't know. It's just creepy and weird and makes me feel icky.
Rumor mongers?
Yeah, some of that too, probably.
Yeah, well, I didn't know what was going on until you showed up.
Propaganda. Brown's boy. What's up? Nice picture there. I wonder if that's AI generated. Probably. Is it Brown's boy? That picture of yours, your icon? Is that? I think I have one of the Satan pictures that's in my background. Let me see if I can put it on.
I think we really should take a look at natural gas too as a solution to some of these problems. Like, I know everybody hates fracking and it poisons the water tables and all that, and I'm all for, like, I wouldn't even care if, especially the corporate level of the industrial age, just crumbled and fell over and turned to dust. But at the same time, if we're going to live a life of this at this scale with this many people, and people are driving around and need to get from point A to point B, what about just natural gas powered trucks and trains and
Gotcha. Cool. Check that picture out, Satachi. That's what I mean about the AI and how crazy it gets.
Why does it look like the symbol for infinity?
Where?
Keep you here.
Huh?
And that's obviously me there getting ready to fight in Satan, which I'm assuming is right there behind me right here. But what's this thing with the heads? How does AI know all this? I don't know. It always just fascinates me. I'm obsessed with AI. There's no doubt.
What did Satan ever do to you? Why are you fighting him?
Because that's what people wanted me to punch in to see what would happen. They wanted to see me fighting Satan. I don't know. Say it again, Leslie.
That's a misrepresentation of the actual so-called devil. I've seen the fucker, man.
Gotcha.
Did he look like
I laughed in space. Can't pull one over on a non-believer. What happened?
I don't know.
What happened?
Oh, there he is.
I just had to change some stuff around. I had to switch off of OBS and just to put that up. Those pictures are on my StreamYards I made a lot of pitches, but I lost most of them, sadly. Geothermal. Well, I was busy when Dennison was mentioning natural gas. Let me just put in my 2 cents on that. 23 years ago when I bought my house, it had electric heat. And my buddy had you people, I'm always showing you off, bro. Look, I still have them. Peace. You people made this and sent it to me in the mail. So if you guys want my address, hit up you people and offer him money. He'll give it to you. But much love, brother. But I forget, what was I talking about? Damn it, I forgot
Natural
already.
gas.
Oh yeah, when I bought the house 23 years ago, electric heat, and my buddy was a plumber, and he had a April Fool's snowstorm. He had a huge tree fall through the roof of his house, and the branch went right through into the living room. So I stripped a 22 square roof off of his house, and I replaced his entire roof. And in exchange, he put a boiler system in my house. And I remember back then, I think it was 1999. It was even longer than 25 years ago. And he was like, what do you want to do, oil or gas? And at that time, I thought, well, gas is much more efficient. It was less of a gas turnover to the atmosphere. So I thought, I definitely want to go natural gas. But now, oil is more efficient than natural gas as far as heating goes. Your browser has blocked your screen. Click the X icon in your address box to allow access, then reload the page. Wait, I see the page.
Yeah, I used to have that problem a lot.
What is that? I never had that before.
Sometimes what happened with me is if I plugged in my my audio thing first and then the camera second, it would work. But if it was the other way around, it wouldn't work. It was the browser couldn't access the camera for some reason.
Yeah, you people. John DeNicola was telling me. We'll have to meet up. New Bedford's getting cleaned up. I was out there on my bike last summer with my kid, a bunch of other kids, and it wasn't the New Bedford I remember out there.
Leslie, what are you doing? You can't smoke pot on this stream.
There's a picture of it right in the. It's mint blueberry pie.
Nice.
You got what? You got pie?
No, the weed. The strain.
Okay. All right. I was gonna say I'm hungry. I'm on my way over to your house, Leslie. All right.
Well, it would just be smoking it.
So Dolly Parton's husband died.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. We're coming
Would
up.
he die of natural causes?
I don't know. I think he got suffocated by her boobs.
Ooh, hell of a way to die. Just saying. Heat pumps work very well, but need electricity.
She had a reduction, you know.
I know.
Talk
I'm
to
just
you.
making a joke. Jeez.
Stay safe, you people. Wait, you think I'm Rebel? Love ya, you people. Wait, Nikki, you're Rebel? Damn. All those times I thought you... Huh?
I'm a rebel of the system. Ha!
Right? Rebel of the system. Geothermal and floor radiant heating and passive solar gray water system. I wouldn't mind having solar. Original joke. I found the missing link between racism and illiteracy. The racists never learned to read well because letters are okay. Good Good one.
I hate all races. Does that make me a racist?
Well, that's what I say. I might be a racist because I hate everyone.
You have to think one is the best one to be racist, don't you?
We're in the spirit world, man. They can't see us. Are we? Cool.
Be racist against human. Don't do it. Don't agree on that shit.
I mean, I just got accused.
I am a little bit.
Of broke a soch, or he has one that broke a sock. Or
Is it racist when somebody does exactly what the stereotypes are, though? Like,
that's
what is
prejudice.
that? Prejudice?
Yeah, and yeah, essentially.
Because I went to the guy who did that.
Hang on, that's a great question. Ask the AI what's. I bet it won't answer, but let me try it. I'm gonna try just for the hell of it because I'm always concerned with it.
I worked with a guy. If you said anything racist or remotely racist, he'd get mad, and then he would go and do all the shit that they would say that he would do. You know, like steal his lunch every day and fucking crazy.
You could have your own.
Well,
I worked for a
first
guy.
one to ever steal my lunch money.
What is
I worked for a guy at the Deutsche.
So the AI. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
If you used what Jesus' name in vain or anything like that, they'd rib shot you. They have all their little shit hanging all over the place, but they were the biggest fucking hypocrites that I ever seen.
Are you, Nick?
First time I ever got my bike stolen, it was a black kid, though.
Okay.
It's only racist if it was a white bike.
It was red.
Grateful Dogs.
And he gave it back.
He gave it back?
Well, I went and got it back.
Did you
threaten? Yeah, like I talked to his mother and everything.
Harm? Did you threaten
No. What was strange was we were friendly before that, which is how he had familiarity with the bike.
Right.
And then
Right,
he claimed he was just borrowing at some point, I think.
So when
but you can't borrow something by taking it out of my yard and not telling me and not coming back with it.
I typed in something just because I'm curious, and what I said was, what race is the worst? And the AI said, and I think it's a great answer instead of just denying, it said, I don't think in terms of worst or best when it comes to race. Every culture and community has its own unique beauty, history, and contributions to the world. It's important to approach these topics with respect and an open mind. What inspired this question?
Oh boy! Now the AI is questioning your morality.
I think it wants to answer further, right?
It wants to know whether or not it should report you to the FBI.
Whether I'm a racist pissed.
Yeah.
If you
waiting for a
say
response from the Secret Service.
Yeah, if you say, because Whitey sucks, then it's going to be like,
I'm
right,
sure.
Whatever.
Listen, I filmed
But if you say you're in Montana.
I filmed at 5 federal buildings in Maine. I've filmed in town halls throughout 5 states with AFA. I'm sure I'm already on a list. So, can't be on it twice. So, good luck with them.
You could be on another list.
Just a different entity, you mean? Yeah.
Yeah, you could be on the Big Daddy list is the white supremacist list. That's the top dog.
Well, with what's his name, it was the Federal Protection Police. When they knocked his camera out of his hand, I went up there the next day, and we were on 3 different federal entities. They weren't, state; they were government. Remember him interrogating the federal agent in the federal blah 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 car. Wasn't like a cop car. Guy was. It was definitely the typical douchey fucking attitude. Pretty astonishing with the AI. Oh, go ahead, Nikki.
Well, I was patiently waiting for a break in the conversation because I want to address something in the chat because I'm really curious. It says that Connie is not getting enough attention and therefore has created a sock of Witchy Bitchy. Now, I don't know if I was being accused of being a sock in the chat or if there is a sock out there, because recently I had a falling out with someone I've been friends with on YouTube for years, Silver Diamond. She sent me an email telling me off about talking about these people I've never fucking heard of. So I'm wondering if maybe Rebel does
Well, I
actually
mean,
have a fucking sock of me out there talking shit.
wouldn't
Yeah,
wouldn't
what
you
does Rebel
know?
have to do with Silver Diamond? He doesn't mess with her, does he?
She's assuming that maybe he went over there under
He
that
went
sock.
somewhere under this supposed sock of me and talked shit, and Silver saw it. Because when I went to rebuke her for it, saying, I didn't do that, I don't know what you're talking about, she blocked me on her channel. I've been a member for years, a paid member. And she blocked me from her channel because somebody said something about, and I don't remember who these people were, it's in the email, but I've never heard of these two fucking people. And she said I was talking shit about them, accusing one of them of being a pedophile. When the fuck have you ever heard me accuse anyone of being a pedophile?
Never.
Like this. The worst race was the Indy 500 when Earnhardt died. Truth right there. I quit believing racists were correct once Dale Earnhardt died.
Yeah. Do you know what Pink Floyd and Dale Earnhardt have in common? Their last big hit was The Wall.
Pretty astonishing with the AI will reveal when
got
promoted
nothing.
the right way. Well,
I know.
listen,
Peach got robbed.
I probably know more than most people because I have spent, I don't know, back when AI was first coming out, when I had Midjourney, I mean, again, I used to do 14-hour streams straight, just typing word after word, taking shit out of the Bible and throwing it in there, taking shit out of songs and throwing it in there, putting in people's words, taking words out of news and putting it in there. I mean, but the funny thing is, as the AI learns you and as you learn how to manipulate it, it really gets interesting. Takes a while. But I feel like as the AI knows who you are, you're able to know who he is or it is, whatever you want to call it, entity. Hippie won't care. Hippie has disdain for tacos after challenge.
To be fair, those weren't real tacos.
Well, you know what killed me? I would have eaten the crunchy ones, the 12, no problem. Where I made this mistake was somebody said, get half the soft, half hard. And for some reason in my head, I thought that was a great idea, not realizing that a soft taco weighs like a pound. 5 pounds of meat when you eat 5 of those. I ate like 2 or 3 of the crunchy, and then I went for the fucking soft ones. I ate 1. I'm like, whoa. That was a fun
soft ones
stream,
are
though.
typically made on flour tortillas and not corn tortillas, and it's a bread, so it fills you quickly.
Yeah,
And
it's
it's
the
just
dough that's heavier.
Yeah, more meat too, as opposed to like a crunchy one, which has a lot more lettuce and.
They tend to put a tiny bit more meat. I'd say it probably weighs like a quarter of a
pound.
A quarter of a pound. Yeah, for the soft taco.
That was a great stream, though. I took I left. Good.
Do they still have the chicken soft tacos?
You were in the bathroom, therefore you cheated, not Mississippi.
My favorite taco is a fried avocado taco, and it's gonna suck if avocado prices go up too much.
I took the leftover tacos and gave it to someone who I thought was homeless. It turned out he was actually a homeless vet. And I had a great conversation with him. I ended up giving him $5, and I don't even have $5, but guy's living in the woods and shit. Although a lot of people commented, he went back to his car and drove away, because that's what a lot of people out here do. They stand like it's Stop and Shop, which is a large supermarket, and they beg for money. We need money for gas or this or that, and then they get into a beautiful fucking car and drive away, you know?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, there was a
firmament
woman. She
from the
made like $50,000 a year, I think, or more, doing that, just begging.
firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and God called the firmament heaven. Mississippi.
The Bible isn't even that good of a read.
No.
It's kind of
The only good part is
nonsensical.
the only good part is Revelations, and even that is you don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
The Bible is a social commentary of human life a few hundred years ago, and it really doesn't. I mean, it would be like reading any other novel today. It's just as true and untrue.
Well, I keep thinking that, like, if something happens to our civilization in the future, they're going to think that our gods were like, Marvel comic book characters and people like Darth Vader. They're going to think Darth Vader was our god of death, and they're going to think that, I don't know, Captain America
Well, I mean,
was Iron Man.
if any of that survives.
Yeah, but I mean, they'll
be
find
found
little
in
traces. They'll find an Iron Man toy, and then they'll find another one, and then they'll find like a picture of Iron Man, and they'll say, "Oh, this must have been one of their gods."
Mississippi said she loves you, Dennison.
Aw. I do miss Mississippi.
Yeah, she hasn't been on in a minute. Well, I just started getting back to it, so we'll have her in again. She loves being on the show.
Yeah,
Bringing
she's
up
good.
Her facts.
Good conversationalist.
Right? Yeah, she teaches me a lot. Thank God for Mississippi. Why are those two comments?
You never had a hero or chicken souvlaki?
I've never had a hero.
No. A hero is a sub, so I know what that is. I've definitely had one. They just call it that down south, right?
A what? No.
Southern people call it.
No. Hero is completely different than a sub.
Is it?
A hero is it's
You might
beef
think
and lamb.
You might think it's pronounced gyro, hippie.
Delish. Get out of here. What are you guys doing?
It's beef and lamb ground together and then fried. A lot of people, when they make it at home, they just bake it in a casserole dish and then slice
I
it
feel like my
thinly.
gummies are wearing off. I think I'm going to eat 2 more.
But it's minced meat.
Wait, shaved off a spit? What are we shaving? Can I watch? Just saying.
That's
shawarma, yeah. And all that Brazilian shit that they do.
2 more.
And traditionally, you take some pickles, tomato, lettuce, tzatziki sauce, which is a cucumber and yogurt.
I've made
Thank
that.
you.
And dill.
And red onions. And you wrap it in a warm pita.
It's
You lost
lamb
me at red
yogurt,
onion.
lamb and yogurt in unleavened bread. That's what traditionally makes a hero.
I just thought of an interesting question.
I don't like red onions, and I don't know why.
Have you tried like washing and cooling them?
No.
Wait, what?
What would that do?
It takes away some of the skunk taste, and it like the red onions. They like sit in their own juices a lot.
51
So
minutes
rinse
ago.
it off.
51 minutes ago. Zelensky calls Oval Office meeting with Trump regrettable, says he is ready to negotiate peace.
Yeah, see, rinsing them or soaking them helps.
Yeah. What
And then
are they
keep them
cheaper, red
chilled.
onions? Are they cheaper? Because I never buy them.
No, they're more expensive.
Ooh.
Really?
49.
Because I see them
you got
everywhere.
white
Like when I go out to eat, they always use fucking red onions, and I'm like, why? Why are they cheap?
Because they taste better. So like
not
for
to me.
you usually use white onions to cook. Traditionally Mexican dishes use white onions as a garnish, which was awesome. But mostly
Easy,
it's
you're
just to cook.
teaching these guys to harass me.
And red onions are for like sandwiches and salads because they have a brighter, more pungent flavor.
Yeah, I could see that, but I don't know. I can't stand it because everywhere you go, they put it in shit. Like I don't know. I would get like a what do you call it? A buffalo, wrap or something, and they would put red onions in it, and I'm like, there was no option for regular ones, and I hated that.
Price wise, at least where I live, is like yellow, white, red, then sweet.
Yeah, we got sweet, we got red, we got white and yellow, and I can't think of anything else really. There's different sizes and shit.
MSNBC says dramatic sell-off of the S&P.
The S&P is where it was on November 4th, right before the election.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, and let's see if I can make this bigger.
That's what she said.
This is a weird article. Scientists aiming to bring back a woolly mammoth, create woolly mice.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They look.
That is fucking
cool.
Why are we gonna do that weird shit?
Did you
Next
see
thing you know, say it again. Yeah, I see the picture here. I'll put it up on the screen. Actually, I'm gonna.
Dude, do you know that they've genetically engineered glow-in-the-dark rabbits and rats?
Well, careful with the misinformation.
No, this is true. They genetically engineered glow-in-the-dark animals. You can fucking see them. They did a rat and they did rabbits, and it's on YouTube. I showed it on my stream. It's for real, man. I'm not kidding you.
We had a much worse sell-off when Biden was in office too, before the tariffs.
It makes sense to me. How many YouTube shorts did I make that did really well with him falling asleep? Because he was standing at like a 21-gun salute with cannons and shit. He was falling asleep. He was
also,
at the
I would argue.
Good.
We're at all-time highs right now too, right? So it only makes sense that the market pull back a little. I would argue that Fed policy has way more to do with what the price of the S&P is than these tariffs do.
Why are we going to make a new mouse? A plan to revive the mammoth is on track, scientists have said, after creating a new species, the woolly mouse. Scientists at the U.S. biotechnology company Colossal Bioscience plan to de-extinct the prehistoric. Okay, so the mouse is an actual woolly mammoth mouse back in time, or are they mixing genes?
They're mixing the genes with the mouse.
Oh, why? Why would we do that?
This is the part of the movie where Brad Pitt is like, look at them, they're just asking for it.
Oh my god, I just don't understand. We can't cure cancer, but we can make woolly mammoth mice.
And glow in the dark rat.
Cancer?
All right. Well, it's hard to answer that. It's just like I was reading an article about blood pressure medicine or something. They were talking about it, and it said that it's not made to cure high blood pressure. It's made to keep it in control.
Hippie, you don't believe me? Fucking put this up.
Where is it?
They use jellyfish DNA and genetically modified rats to make them glow in the dark. And they've done it to rabbits. They've done it to mice.
Come up on my... Press it. YouTube.
This is the craziest thing I've ever seen.
We can make meat from a grape.
Yeah.
Where'd the link go? It didn't come up.
It's in the chat, right? I'll put it again.
No, you're in Denison's chat. That's why it's not coming through.
Oh, no, I'm in. Yeah, okay, never mind. I'll do it here now.
See the little circle black thing on your name? We can make meat from a grape.
There it is.
Oh, in his stream then, whatever. I don't know. He's restreaming me.
I forgot to start it.
No, I'm restreaming.
Here we go.
Yeah, it's like the Black Sabbath lyric. They can put a man on the moon quite easy, while people here on Earth are dying from old diseases.
Are the mice giant? It doesn't look like it. They showed it there, that picture, when I scrolled down. It's the same size as other mice.
Yeah.
See, there's the other mice.
They're probably going to work their way up to something big, like an elephant, and then they're going to
Great.
impregnate
It'll be
it.
just like the old Chinese movies, like fucking Godzilla's going through cities, fucking.
They cloned the sheep 20 years ago. We have no fucking idea what these assholes are up to. These people are psychopaths. They have all the money in the world. They got hidden underground fucking labs.
You know damn well someone's cloned a human already at this point.
At least tried and made some kind of weird,
hybrid.
Biden Trump fucking mutant hybrid.
Yeah, like Dr. Moreau, the island of Dr. Moreau.
Oh man.
Let's see what else.
May you live in interesting times.
Yeah, right. Sure enough.
SpaceX scrub starfish launch. Oh, what do we have, bad weather? What's up, dog? Are they harassing you? Oh, you're messing with a kitty. Well, that cat will fuck you up. Go ahead. Try it. Not you, Daisy, because you're dumber than a box. Moon dust on our boots. Texas company Blue Ghost lands on the lunar surface. Interesting. I don't think I heard or seen the landing.
Yeah, they took pictures. And... Is that fake too?
What?
How to see the blood moon total lunar eclipse next week. A rare phenomenon you don't want to miss. Huh.
The moon landing has not been believably debunked, in my opinion. I don't necessarily believe that we went, but all of the so-called, all the so-called proof I've seen that we didn't go, the criticism is insufficient. If the burden of proof were on the conspiracy theorists to prove that it was fake, I were on the jury, I would have to vote not guilty. Now, if I were a civil case and the standard were the preponderance of the evidence, I don't know. I'd have to sit in a room for a while and figure that out. I wouldn't be as sure.
So I just found out about the Ozempic thing. So I'm going to put it up on screen here. FDA ends shortage of popular weight loss drug like Ozempic and Wegovy. There's all these pictures my granddaughter was telling me of all these rich people who have been using and losing ridiculous amounts of weight.
Oh, like that guy, Mike and Molly. He was on the Ozempic commercial. I remember that. I don't like that guy.
The FDA has declared the shortage of popular weight loss drug, including Ozempic and Wegovy, is officially over after nearly 3 years of high demand and supply chain. Semi-glutide injections are now readily available. Local pharmacies have been producing compound versions of these drugs. Will need to stop. Huh. Wait, pharmacies were making their... I don't even want to know. What are the concerns regarding... Oh, man. Oh, look at that nice gold bar.
Oh, look at those hummingbirds.
I have quite a bit of hummingbirds. I've been feeding the same birds for 25 years.
I saw one once, and that was it. And I tried to attract him here with the feeder, and none of them ever showed up.
Wait, Crafty, you lose weight that way with portion control.
Portion control.
What the fuck is that?
Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Right? If we went to the moon, we have a base up there by now. Just my opinion, says Nikki.
Probably.
Good point.
Well, the problem is we stopped going. That's why we don't have a base there yet.
Just keep walking. Just keep walking. We don't
Once
go
we
anywhere.
went a few times, everybody lost interest. It wasn't cool anymore. And the money dried up because it was only to defeat the Soviet Union at something that they were ahead of us on every step of the way.
I just think of Hunger Games and the pill to throw you so you can't eat more. I don't know, but I'm just going to say, when my granddaughter pointed this out to me yesterday, she said, I'm not kidding, Bubba, go look. So sure enough, she whipped out her phone and started Googling it before I could and showed me all these before and after pictures. And I was like, oh my God, the fuck? Be crazy. It's how I did it, Hippie. Ozempic results 25% to 40% loss in muscle mass. Is that, yeah? All right.
Whenever I see the Wegovy commercial, I'm yelling at the people in it because I just can't stand it. It's so fucking phony and pretentious and put on, and it's ridiculous.
What is?
The Wegovy commercial.
No idea what that is.
Wegovy.
Sir, you do not need any kind of medications if you're on medications. You see, you want to go down this highway of wanting to lose weight. It's easy. Oh my goodness.
When was the last time you were obese?
Don't you? Oh, you want to make a bet? It's called ice cream. I don't really eat ice cream. So it's portion control. It's easy.
Wait.
You fat
When was
ass.
the last time you were obese?
You know what? I was in a depression like Nikki when my mom died, my grandmother. Okay?
Okay.
So
I'm with
I
you.
lost a lot of weight because of ice cream. So ice cream is not my friend. I've had
Okay,
ice
but how
cream.
much did you weigh?
I weighed too much. You know what?
How much
You
though
can,
was it? More than
too
50
much for my.
pounds?
Yes. Denizen, I was a fat ass.
I must have not been watching you back then because I don't
No, I
remember.
wasn't
Yeah, that's
online back
before we
then.
met.
Yeah, that was back in like 2009. And I was like, holy fuck. Because when you walk by a mirror, that's when you're going to see it, right? You're going to
All
go,
right, then
oh my
how
God, that's me. Oh my God, this is not good. Because your
how'd
size
you
up close.
how'd you lose all that weight then? Portion control?
Yes, I did. Honestly. Because your stomach, well, then, honestly, when you take a plate, watch. Take your plate. This is a dinner plate, yeah? Somebody asked me in Mexico, how did I lose weight? And I
That
said,
looks like a
portion control.
teacup plate.
Okay, well, you're probably looking at the plate. See how it's a
I
lunch
get
plate?
a plate that's like twice as large as that, and then I gotta have
Look,
seconds.
you take a platter.
There we go.
You're
Almost.
taking a platter, okay? And then a heap of fucking food on here. Don't tell me how I'm
Yeah.
eating. I know exactly what you're doing.
Spaghetti.
You're taking a heap of food like this, you're shoveling it in like that. So you need at least one or two of these, okay? At least one. That's meat. And then your KD or whatever the fuck.
Hey,
And I'm
can I see
telling
it
you.
again? Let me look
Yep,
at it.
no. You come over here. Here's
Can
your
I see
onion,
your
boys. Here's your onion.
Is
And then
Lilith
you get
sleeping?
I'm telling you what you do. Because I have somebody here that's a man, and I'm telling you, it's like, well, how much food do you need?
That's a cool freezer.
In my
That's a
freezer.
freezer? Yeah,
Yes.
that's cool.
So, of course,
All
you're
right.
going to take your veggies and add it to your rice or your freaking macaroni or whatever it is that you're eating if you want your vegetables, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. It's almost like when I make shepherd's pie, you might want some bread because you want more carbs.
I hate to say it, but I would guess, Nikki, I'm surely morbid obese, but I know the government's rating of obese, we're probably both
No, you have to be
obese.
100 pounds overweight to be morbidly obese.
Yeah, well, you see, and
Or
then you have
obese,
other
not morbidly
sources of
obese.
food.
Let's see what.
See, like today, I could make a shepherd's pie, and that would be with like potatoes this big. You know what I'm saying?
How fat do you have to be happily obese?
You know what? You'll know when you're actually it's not obese. It's one of them, like, because you guys are not walking all the time and you're not lifting and you're getting older. That's what it
Yeah.
is. Because you're getting older, your metabolism is slowing down,
Yeah.
right? And of course, it's your back is going to get hurt. So if you need a back brace, hippie, invest in a back brace because you're walking. And when you're walking, it will keep your posture better, myself included, because I get back problems.
I wonder if that would help with my hip because I have a dead
That
hip
too.
bone. Yeah, I wonder. No one
And
ever
then
said
check your mattress, your mattresses, guys, because your
So
mattresses, somebody has pointed that out to me.
Yeah.
here's a
My mattress is killing me. I just realized that.
Okay, so your mattresses, somebody from it's a wellness center near me, hippie, and they want to open 24/7, and you will get more chiropractor, and they've got like this mud bath, like it's what it is, it's hydrotherapy. And the guy was asking me all these questions like sugar intake. That's the beast, as you know. Brown sugar is better for you. However, if you're going to take white sugar, anything white is bleached. We've had this discussion through COVID. Just some people will forget. And of course, you're allowed your treats. You can use like jam as a sweetener. I'm bad on sugar too. I will definitely admit that. Like sugar's my beast.
I find
Chocolate.
I can make jam just with fruit. I don't even need any
Right.
pectin or sugar.
So it's just the pectin that you would need if you wanted to sit back and I want to make a like a oats with jam in it. No sugar. I found a recipe.
Yeah, I
So
don't even use pectin.
okay, well even better.
But
I mean, if you like
that
it that
you
way.
gotta you gotta use it right away though.
Right. So these are things that because of Terraforce Denizen, this will help you out if you like those kinds of things. Marmalades and what have you.
And it was a great way to get oatmeal and yogurt. You
Yeah.
know, like so um the uh the probiotics in the yogurt was excellent, but I don't really like plain yogurt.
Okay. So what about
But when you get the fruit stuff, it's got like 20 to 40 grams of sugar in it. So I just started making my own,
I don't
and
know
then I
that
mix it in
answer.
the yogurt. You know,
Right. And same thing, like gyros are good. Gyros is a better option, and I hate shawarma. I don't like it. But you know, you've got your options up here with halal or whatever. Some people actually like it. Me, no.
Hello.
Halal,
Hello.
no, I don't like it. It's everywhere around here. It's one of them like, no, we're not doing it. It's
I want
because
to lose
what do you call it
25
when a mom
pounds.
tells a joke?
I don't know what do you call it.
A halal.
A halal?
Yeah.
Ah, hmm.
Huh? What was
You
that?
see, it's fucking Ramadan, so it's one of these things where these kids come home and they're like loud as fuck, and it's one of you get everybody going downstairs to pray, and you're like, do you mind? You're hovering down, you can hear these mass people walking down the fucking hall. It's terrible, and then they have all these because they have to eat at sundown.
That's what I
Oh,
make.
Jam made with no pectin or sugar is typically called fruit compote. It consists of
That's
cooked fruit with minimal added liquid, often no added sweetener, and relies on the fruit's natural pectin.
yeah. It's
yeah,
almost
and if
like
I
Maluka honey. Same thing with Maluka honey, apparently is better than the honey that we're getting. I had to read about that because my daughter
Right.
picked it up.
You
Who's
got to
gonna?
get that mad honey, the stuff that they have to go on the cliff to get it. It's from Africa, I think. They call it mad honey. Have you heard of that?
No, but I had
No.
to read about that because my daughter likes her natural things. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, this is hard to get, but because it's like a drug, it has something in the honey for some reason that messes you up.
well, like the Ricola. I like Ricola when I'm feeling, dry throat, and we like our cannabis, right? So we're coughing a lot. That actually will help you guys when you're feeling crappy.
Coughing?
Yeah, the Ricola cough
Yeah.
drops because it's got all the herbs in it. It's got what does it have in it? Honey, and the best ones are the berry ones. Because when my throat gets sore and irritated through your heat and the weather, it's one of them. Like we'll find ourselves totally fucking hacking. You can see me behind screen. Here,
Trudeau says Americans, Trump did this to you.
I know he's going. He's just being stupid. They're all being
He's
dumb.
actually standing up for a change. I don't usually ever see him in the news. All of a sudden,
Oh, he was on. He's been busy this weekend, so I keep eyes on him. I'm a
when
fucker.
when is the new president or parliament or whatever the
Come
frig
on. He's not going to go away, people. Like, whatever Canada's
No,
doing, they're
is he like Trump? He's like king now.
Well, it's one of them. It's TNT. Come on. Because I'm TNT. Either way, they're
It's
both doing their jobs, right? But yeah, these Ricolas, they're best. If you're looking for something, they melt really quickly in your mouth.
Yeah,
Even
I
for the
like
kids. Yeah, even for kids.
Oh wow, the government's agreed to start testing water for PFAs. What's PFAs?
Well, ask good citizen media. He's on the water life too. I'm
Is he?
asking to tariff it. Oh, I'm all on the Canadian news going, tariff the fucking water, tariff the fucking water. Because it's fresh water, right? I get my point across when I'm in.
I don't know
That's
that.
the stuff that was in the Teflon that the company got sued for.
Yeah. Those are things that I have to replace, all that black spatulas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to replace them all because of.
Well,
Well,
guys,
no,
I gotta drop down, but it was nice seeing all of you.
you too, Zach.
Have a great
So
day.
many kicks
You
in
want to
it.
replace those things because you don't want it in your food. Zach, you too. You know what I mean? Like you got to replace these
Oh, it's
things.
been from Teflon. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want some chicken soup. Fuck yeah.
These are homemade.
He gives me free honey. Oh, you're so lucky. Free
Honey is the
honey.
best in 100. I think it's 100 miles within your area, and I know Canada. I'm always pollinating for a reason because we have the most bees.
Look at that. Webb telescopes zooms in on object free flying through the galaxy. Look at it with that little white fucking electricity something
Yeah, they
on the top.
found 3 of them, 3-eyed monsters or whatever they're called. I don't know. Get up there.
13 times the mass of Jupiter.
Mm.
It could be a rogue planet speeding around the cosmos.
You're supposed
Possibly a
to be a
failed
butterfly.
star. The Webb telescope's an amazing. That's why they spend so much money on it. Is
You
it
notice?
real?
Well, think
That's
about
good.
it. The James Webb, it looks like a honeycomb inside.
28 light years away. That's 6 trillion miles. That's fucking incredible.
I was
Oh,
looking
that's
at
an artist concept of. Wait, what does that mean? A concept of how it may appear in space. Oh, come on. So that's not real? Huh?
It's debatable. This is the conversation that has gone on forever.
There's no food. You ate already. You're not having my chips. That would be crazy.
Chips?
I love my dogs. Honey, I heard they found some way to combat the whatever bug that's been clinging to them and fucking them up without hurting the bee. I'm not sure if it was true or not, but I'm pretty sure how they get it to each and individual bee would be the real question. EFA is a forever toxin from Teflon. I remember seeing that movie that called it The Devil's Piss.
I never saw that one. I saw The Devil's Advocate.
Some chemical that's left over when making Teflon. I believe that's what. And the government had all these documents in the beginning knowing that it was bad for people and blah, blah, blah. Kind of typical.
Smile while your government kid tries to kill you.
Right? And yours isn't?
That's why you have to smile. Smile at the camera, fuckers.
They're all trying to kill us.
Yeah, I know, motherfuckers. Stupid.
I thought the devil's piss was fetish porn. Well, I haven't eaten anything. What time is it? It's fucking 1 o'clock. I think I'm gonna jump off. I've been live for 3 hours and 9 minutes. I am going to. Zato's still streaming me. I am going to get something to eat. I didn't have any breakfast or lunch, so I'm pretty hungry.
Sounds good, Hippie.
Appreciate you guys all coming. Crafty, thanks for swinging in and giving your 2 cents. It's always a
Hey,
joy.
yeah, you don't want too many freaking pills. I know your granddaughter's like, hey, this looks like a good idea, granddad. No.
Right. No, I don't take it. I hate taking aspirin, honestly. You
Yeah,
know what I
exactly.
mean?
It's just
You
about
gotta
portion
be
control.
in pain to eat any kind of drug.
Yeah, that's the thing about it.
Thanks, DOA. Thanks for all your comments. You have a never-ending finger for typing. Wow. I appreciate that. Appreciate all you guys. What's Truth? Have a great day. Fab Daddy, thanks for swinging in. Nikki, as always, much love. Anybody I might have missed that's still sitting in there, I appreciate you all for swinging in and hanging out, listen to the rhetoric and the news and whatever else we throw in there. And I'll probably be live tonight. So, Daryl, thank you so much, brother. I knew you was there. Joko, thanks for coming up. Appreciate you for all of you guys for giving your time. Life is too short. That is it. Hippie out. Have a great day. See you tonight, probably. Peace.